What is up, everyone? Welcome to D&D episode 22. Case of the Bloody Hand, episode 22. Brought to you once again, and as always, by Gemhammer and Sons Gaming. This stream is sponsored by Gemhammer and Sons. For all your D&D needs. Thank you so much, Gumby, for that $6.95. But just so you know, this stream is brought to you by Gemhammer and Sons Gaming. You can go to gemhammer.com/shop and use the code SCARSUP to save 10% on all purchases in the store. Any music you hear, any sound you hear will be from Tabletop Audio. The game is on Roll20. The voice is on Discord. And yeah, I'm Scarman, your host for tonight and always. And I do apologize for not being here this morning. I had a dentist. It was my sister's birthday, and then I had a dentist appointment, and then I had to walk home from the dentist appointment. And yeah. And so I will actually be right back. All right, are we all ready to go? Before the Kamari's weekly. No, but I do need a hair. A hair. I need a silver. Alrighty. Alrighty, all wings check in. Yep. Check. I'm sorry. After the game, we can talk about it, alright? After the game, we can talk about it if you want. I have no idea what it has to do with. I'm just saying, if you need to talk, I'm here for you. Okay. Fair enough. I'm just saying, as a friend, you know me. I'm there for you. Yeah, I know that feeling, friend. You know, we love you, Zari. That is a benefit. Yeah, I know you can't hear them. I always do this. All right, everyone good? Alrighty. And now, without any further ado, And actually, one of the fastest time we've gotten into a game. We go now live to Saronis. Take it away, Saronis.
Yeah, whatever.
I am
Anyway. Yes, you are. But we're not going there right now. So, on our last little adventure, we finally cleaned up the last of the Tavern of the Living Dead, which consisted of myself running around the building like a madman, until my sister decided to jump out a window and meet me, at which point she got a healing potion shoved in her mouth because she seemed a little beat up. She then cast a spell that was kind of given to her by Meru, as I understand it. And we finally finished off that pack of zombies I had following me. Zero waited on the other side of the window as I attempted to push my sister through, but she was being a stubborn ox.
Nice save.
And I ended up falling through the window and just jumping right back out. I believe at one point Zero fell down, and I had to cover him, so I jumped into the window and took a minor beating. During which time, a certain cleric paladin combo decided to touch a certain crystal that he found attached to a dead guy who was attempting to use cleavers on him. I wonder who that might be.
I have
And
no
then
idea.
he decided to pull his dagger and pry people's eyes out. At which point, the ladies of the party and Meru subdued this fool.
And Yog.
And Yog, and hogtied him in an unconscious state. I do not envy how numb his limbs were.
Yeah, it took about 10 minutes for me to feel anything.
After the battle, we all went back to rest, and I believe Ravelin might have forgiven me for accidentally shooting her because she was snuggling me in the morning.
You're warm.
No, that was the old man taking over.
But Rav also acquired the weapons from the butcher, which turned out to be two rather nice cleavers. Oh,
Nice cleavers. And if you're nice, I'll give you one.
why does everyone say if I'm nice? I'm not that mean.
You're not that nice.
That was an innuendo, and you totally missed it, so you can't have a cleaver.
No soup for
I'm
you.
gonna bite my tongue on that. But anyway, the crystal was broken. There are pieces of it on the floor, and I think that's about everything. Oh, actually, no. Zero went out to check the cart, and much of our rations were missing, and a couple pieces of equipment.
Meaning that whoever cleaned out the kitchen here in this inn is still in town.
Yes. And I believe that gets us more or less up to date. Did I do
Sounds
that?
about right.
Okay.
I
was about to say, did I do so badly I'm getting the silent treatment from the
What was
voice
the-
in our heads?
What was the important detail that he missed?
I don't
Whistling noises and walking away.
Oh, are we talking about how Tava wasn't conscious to get a kiss from Meru that literally made a certain party member completely melt down like a teenage fangirl?
Full teenage fangirl. Full fangirl. I won't recreate it for your sake, Zari.
Oh,
Thank you.
yeah.
I don't think my ears could take that right now.
I remember that. I was editing last week, and I had it like, I was going through looking at the metadata, and then I saw that shrill. I'm like, what is that? And I listened to it. I remember. Ow!
So how'd I do, Fallen?
Pretty good. I'll give you a D8 for that.
I need to start using these. I'm up to 3d8s.
Wait, so, alright. Let me just, get this straight. You touch them, those little crystal thingies on the ground. But you have gloves on.
I don't know. I mean, the big guy back there, it was in a bag, and he had like a butcher's apron on, and it was still
Oh
controlling
wait,
him.
I forgot one important detail. I woke up to Rav trying to kick Tavo's butt, and that kind of made my day.
But yeah, so it must be some pretty strong magic to go through leather and whatnot. But then again, these gloves aren't that thick.
Okay, voice in the sky. I would like to use my mage hand. Because that's new. Mage
Crystals were
hand.
destroyed.
No, they're shattered. Not
Well, they're still in
destroyed.
pieces. So I want to scoop them up and put them on the table. With the mage hand. Specifically the mage hand. Not the Kamari hand, the mage hand. The one that's ethereal.
You pick them up, you move them to the table.
But no touchy hand.
Can I roll an Arcana check?
Sure.
21.
And we
Yes.
Can I touch them with the gigantic gloves that I have from my alchemist's kit?
Give me a quick or what's your investigation passive?
17.
can.
You are able to notice you're able to notice that the pouch that they were in, or that Tavo says they were in, is actually a bit thicker than his gloves. So he was able to hold the pouch without being affected, but not his gloves. So you think your chemist gloves might actually be thick enough.
Okay. I'm going to put on some goggles. Make sure that my armor is high enough. If I got a face shield, I'll do that. I'll probably borrow Ravelin's shield, hold that up, and then carefully.
Do you want to develop a blast shield or something? Like, what are you doing?
Oh yeah, Padre, can I borrow one of your shields real quick?
Do you want me to just hold both of them for you?
I got it.
Oh, but you're
And
okay.
I'm just gonna hold the shield, and with my giant alchemist gloves, I'm gonna take a few minutes and identify them.
As you go to identify them, you remember the dreams Rav's been describing?
Mm-hmm.
You see them in as vivid a detail as Rav did.
Oh boy. Through the whole casting?
Pretty much.
Oh. Oh dear. Okay.
What is it, Mari?
Which visions did she see? Are we talking like all of them from start to finish, or just the ones that relate to this place?
Well, so remember when I was talking about that magic dust?
Yeah.
Sorry, there's beeping in the background. So, you know the magic dust, when you concentrate magic for long enough and it settles in layers and layers and layers and it turns into that really gross, nasty, like viscous glue stuff?
Yeah.
Think of kind of like that if you were to take pure insanity and crystallize it. Don't touch them. That explains, like, the eye thing. Because
Sorry about that again. I really am.
no, it's okay. Like I get it. It happens. Like when you're craving eyes. I get it.
You have really nice eyes. I'm sorry.
Don't make it weird. Okay, cool. Don't touch them. Like all
do you
around.
know-
Just
do
don't
you-
touch them. If they're in a baggie, leave them in a baggie. If they're not in a baggie, just call me, and we'll get them in a baggie so that no one's all like up in their business.
Okay, so why don't we put these shards back in the bag they came from?
Can we try to destroy them? I saw Rav use
Radiant
some
damage
radiant.
works.
Yeah, can me and Rav try? Do you know if Rav and I can try to combine forces and just obliterate them?
I really want to take a look at them. So if you find any others, either leave them where they are and just call me, or something. We'll figure it out. I'm sure I can make something work.
Is that
And
powder
keep it
dangerous
safe
as
for
it
them.
is, Kamari?
Yeah. Come
No,
on.
I know that's what I'm saying. I will make
Well-
something work.
Yeah, because remember, they're not powder. They went from crystals, think roughly the size of like a small stone. Like,
And if someone were to touch those ones unguarded, would they have the same reaction as, or a similar reaction to what Tavo did?
yes, most likely.
That's what I'm saying. Like, don't touch them. I want to look into them further.
And
Did-
let's put them back in the bag that they came in and hide them somewhere that no one is going to touch them.
Kamari.
To give you a rough idea, folks, I'm going to turn my camera on for just a second.
Yeah, don't worry.
No
Stream won't see you.
They went from rocks about that big,
Okay.
little crystals about that big, to splinters about a third the size. There were about 3 rocks in there.
Okay, so
And just going to point out what Mayru was saying while watching all this. Where did those come from? I think we know.
and Kamari,
And that's what we're here to do.
and Kamari.
Which,
I think,
actually, I had a thought. Tavo,
yeah,
what's your last name?
Inchon. I don't use it that often.
Variation of that the guy in my head is calling you.
Huh. Okay.
If that means anything, but I think that further cements the link that it was one of your ancestors that initially buried evil here.
I mean, in all fairness,
And his-
you all know I don't know my family lineage that well.
True.
So,
But it was one of your ancestors that buried evil here and vowed one of his descendants would deal with it. Aren't you the lucky one?
Ain't I just
Alright.
talking about being
Oh.
voluntold for something?
One being voluntold. I don't have anything that can, like, make you do what I'm being told you should do.
Let's be honest here, though, Rav. Pretty much everything you have seen is coming true right now, in one way or another. So you might not be telling me to do something, but I'm sure the guy in your head is.
Yeah, he's pretty mad.
Like, I don't know if he hears me, but I'm sorry. Like, I didn't know this was my destiny. My parents were killed when I was a kid. What do you want from me?
I'm thinking the chances are pretty good, Marrow, that they dug something up when they were digging for gold around here. Like with the crystals and everything else. So, do we want to find the survivor, or do we want to go deal with the evil and then find the survivor? Because
I see.
clearly, they have supplies, so they'll be okay for a couple of days.
Are there footprints?
Well, I mean, we were
Yes.
surrounded. Well, in all fairness, we were surrounded by zombies, so there would be lots of.
Well, no,
footprints.
the footprints that specifically seem to move up to like the doors of the tavern, then over to the cart, and then back, like the freshest one, Zero.
Yes.
Yes, they're there, and they're about
Okay.
the same. They're the same size as Mayru's.
Can I follow them?
Hey,
Sure.
are you doing this
Not
alone?
alone, big man.
Yeah, I'm going with you.
I'm outside, and you have no idea where I am. You guys have been so deep in that conversation.
Yeah.
I will be following Zero because I was not.
Where am I going?
That's actually a pretty good idea, Meru. If we find the survivor, we can leave Yogg. And
Why are you following me?
Yogg can make sure they get out.
Probably because we all almost got chewed on, and I don't want to see you get chewed on.
I went outside to get away from everybody.
But Zero, if you can see the pink path,
Like up past right around here.
Zero,
Hello?
are you looking at the map?
You just ran right into a
Yes.
zombie.
All right. Now, so as you said you weren't really in the conversation, so you kind of followed Zero out. You'll be kind of here.
Okay.
But Zero, as you round the tavern,
Hmm.
the mist, by the way, is now much lower and clearer. Roll me a perception check.
Do. That's something.
Well, I mean, are these the George Romero type zombies that are always like moaning?
And I'm guessing I wouldn't be able to see anything from my current position.
Nope. But Zero saw something.
Okay, well, over in that direction. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep heading towards the building I saw the figure vanish into.
And yes, Zero, you do
A
see
zombie,
yeah.
with this zombie shuffling after. Can I sneak up behind it?
Give me a stealth check. Yes, you can.
All right. I'll still keep my 10-foot distance. I think now might be a good time for you to sneak up a little further there, Saronis. Cough.
I'll assume you said that before you started sneaking up on the zombie.
Yeah. And I'm going to swing my flail. Wait, I get 2 attacks.
Yep, that is a hit.
Rotten undead. Oh no. No, you're gonna get back up. Come on. Don't hiss at me.
Would I have been able to use this time to close the distance?
Yep.
Okay. I'm just holding an attack till he stands up.
I could picture it now. You just aiming your gun at its head.
Nope. Actually, he has a sword in hand.
Oh. Hmm.
Hold on a second. Are you saying that a Kaibal knows how to do something stealthy?
I'm not sure if you meant to go absolutely silent, Gustavo.
Sorry, I said. You mean that a Kaibal can do something stealthy?
I am thoroughly offended by that.
I am thoroughly offended by that.
I mean, combat stealthy, combat.
He does have a point. By the
You
way,
two are
as
the
you-
ones who play with explosions.
By the way, as you two wait, it doesn't get back up.
Mm-hmm. Stab it anyway.
Do me a favor. Powder the bones.
My pleasure. Nope.
Flanking, you have advantage.
Prone target.
It's a prone target.
Crap, flat roll. No, because that's a melee attack, so we would have already had advantage. My bad.
Like, prone target, and if it was dead, it was technically considered unconscious, therefore automatically crit.
Yay! Good, I don't want to break Soranis' kneecap.
That would be bad.
Alright, anyway, moving on. So, good. You stay dead. Now, I saw the what I would believe to be the thief in this building over here on our left. So,
Okay. Can I make a perception check to see if I see anything?
Go ahead.
yeah, I see if anybody's peeking out the windows at us. But never mind, I'm not even gonna bother.
Saronis, you see the tracks that Zero was following leading around the corner, but you don't see anything else. In fact, everything around about the place looks entirely abandoned.
Can I tell anything from the tracks?
They're Meru-sized.
So,
Okay,
Soranis, you're less intimidating than I am. I'm gonna
say-
go around the back. If
Okay.
you want to.
So I will slowly enter the front of the building, or what I can perceive as a main entrance of any variety? Yes?
Say that again.
Where is the main entrance?
Yeah.
It's around where the figure disappeared.
So,
Okay. So I'm going to go to the main entrance and slowly open the door.
I'm going here to watch both paths.
Zero, you don't see any other way in. And
Oh.
Saronis, as you get up, you think you hear a footstep on hardwood. You find yourself on the front steps of a simple squat house. So simple, in fact, that you would really not have noticed anything at all, except for that almost inaudible quick footsteps on hardwood.
Was that inside?
It was inside.
Okay, I'm going to try to be stealthy.
I'm going to come back around then.
You have a freaking 11 stealth? I hate you so
Yeah.
much.
I have a plus 11 stealth, dude. I have a dex of 5.
I hate you so much.
Okay, I'm going to hold a hand up to Zero, kind of telling him to wait there, and I'm going to enter the house.
Mm-hmm.
As you move in, you find no living thing inside. However, you find signs of a struggle. As you move through into the kitchen, you see an overturned table, along with 2 chairs, one of which is missing a leg. You also find the body of a full-grown man, face down on the floor. When you go to move him over, his face is blue, and some of the flesh has rotted off his bones. What's your passive medicine? Or investigation?
My passive medicine is a 12. My passive investigation is a 16.
Well, it looks like the cause of death was the rather large, ragged hole in his chest. It suggests he was stabbed with something rough and jagged, and he's been dead for almost a week.
I'm gonna wager he was probably stabbed with the missing chair leg. But
Yeah, the large splinters in the wood would concur with that.
okay. Do I see anything else? Maybe where the other... Do I see anything in the house that could be an upstairs, anything of that nature?
Give me a perception check.
I will use my superiority die to add the 3 to that. So at least I have a 13.
So you got a 13. You don't really notice anything. Zero.
Yes.
Give me a quick perception check. What was the result?
10.
Okay. Well, you're all kind of stumped. You heard something, and there was obviously a fight at some point.
Did you forget all your superiority dice?
Zero can't use his superiority dice on perception.
But all the inspiration die we've been collecting.
That's what I
I
meant.
should have
Was
used one of
for
those. I'll be back in one moment, guys.
I do have the...
He needs to go put on the cone of shame for forgetting.
yeah, that's who was actually poking was Saronis, because he has survivor superiority and a 3 to 24 bonus if he uses all 3 dice at once.
But you said you want to roll a superiority die or a inspiration die?
I have 2d6.
I'll roll one, see what you get, and then if you think you need it, roll the other one.
Yeah,
I think
sure.
Saronis actually stood up when he said he was.
So, roll d6.
What's the result?
4.
That is a 4, so 14 now.
Not quite.
Fine.
Ha
Six. It's 20 now.
20. The dirty
You
center
know-
20s.
You notice dried blood and footprints in the dust. They're very hard to see, but they lead towards the center of the room and stop below, well, what looks like a carefully hidden hatch in the wooden ceiling.
Alright, I'm gonna wait for Saronis to get back, or Russ to get back.
I just realized something funny.
What?
What's that?
No, that's not it. Did it not add it in? Oh, this sheet actually removed something on me, Fallen.
Did it now?
Yes, I just opened up my thing and it no longer has any items clicked to it because this used to be tied to anything tracking related. I was just looking at that goes like,
I
could
have
you
a
help
pen.
us find them? It's like, okay, I could try. Realized I had that, went to use it, and it's like, okay, it's not linked to anything now. Investigation, perception, survival.
I think Zero was waiting for Russ to get back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
am here.
nature has the last four.
All right. Well, real
Come
quick
back.
before we continue with those two, what is the rest of the party doing?
We've been going through Roll20 chat. We're gonna go looking for him.
Yeah. Like,
They were doing whatever, and I noticed. Wait a minute. Where's Saronis? Where's Zero?
Do
Miro,
I
can you track
notice-
them?
Yeah, do I notice anything as well? Like, do I know the
well,
tracks?
You just
Well-
poked your head out the door to see if you could see
Well, yeah,
them.
no, I poked
Yeah.
the head out the door, but the fog was pretty much gone, is what he said.
Well, yeah, but you all actually weren't specifically looking for tracks. You just looked around.
Yeah, but I mean,
So,
but
in any case, again, you weren't looking for tracks. You were looking for them. There's a difference between studying the ground and looking at eye level.
well, I would, you're right. I should have said otherwise.
In any case, who is going outside and who's staying in the tavern?
I'm going out.
I think it was kind of a collective thing for everyone to go out after making sure the horses would be safe.
Yeah, we'll all go.
Make sure the horses have a little bedded corner with no windows that they can stay in, like a little stall with their food. I think this corner over here was that.
That was the one you guys had them in. So they'll be okay for the moment. So go ahead and move out. Keep in mind, go ahead and move out of the tavern.
Do like I'd be scanning 360. Would I see Goliath's footprints?
Hold your horses.
Okay.
Yogg is tracking 0.
Well, it was tracking basically both Zero and Serona since that was the two we were after.
Alright. Yogg would start leading you towards the center of town.
Kind of hard to hide how bad everyone smells without a bath, you know?
Well, that and let's just face it, if Yogg is ever tracking 0, I think I'm going to give Yogg advantage on that roll.
Well,
Oh.
Yogg had advantage anyway from hearing,
I mean-
smell, plus humanoid.
It'd be like advantage +3.
I'm gonna be in trouble with Yogg again. No.
That's actually one of my favorite things of Beastmaster is they actually get access to your favorite enemy things.
Meru, you got to move your token.
I thought I did. It snapped back. Sorry.
So as you guys get there, you can see the zombie lying in the middle of, well, the road? Question mark? And you can kind of see the other buildings. All of them look fairly abandoned. A couple of them look almost like they were boarded up.
I got a bad feeling about this. I don't know what's going on, but I got a bad feeling.
Let's just find them.
Well, if that thing's dead, has your
that
brother
thing,
ever really been stealthy?
My brother? Yeah, he's a ninja when he wants to be.
yeah, but does he ever fight stealthy? And all the time I've known him, I usually follow the sound of explosions. You're not far off.
Thanks.
Time.
What I'm saying is, Roni's full of surprises. Give him a chance. Let's keep going.
All right, lead the way, Yogg.
Well, you guys would start heading up. And you would come up to the open doorway.
I think quiet's gonna be a good idea, everybody.
That kind of means Tavo. Mind watching the door? It's a wooden house and you are wearing heavy armor.
Medium armor.
What?
It's medium.
Oh, it's hard to tell what you're wearing, but what are you actually wearing?
What is that with Roll20 right now? Double 13s, double 11s. And double 10.
So do we hear them coming?
It's a scale.
Yes.
It's scale mail.
That still makes noise.
Except
Oh.
maybe.
Yeah, you hear the shink, shink, shink of Tabo moving up.
And we know that sound, correct?
Well, you know the sound of an armored person coming closer.
Who knows what lurks in the hearts of men? Meru knows. Who gets a joke? Come on.
I just imagine they're sitting down on the main floor. They start hearing noises. They look back to the door like, "Oh, come on!" They just hear noises. Just see.
They and then they look behind them, and there's Meru. Hey guys.
In any case,
Meru's already opening the hatch.
Yes.
in any case,
Sorry.
Mayor, you're actually able to get into the room before they really notice you guys. Not so much into the same room that they're in, but you're sort of in the room adjacent. So figure the doorway's like right here. You're sort of right here.
I just kind of rub his temples slightly, listening to the noise.
So we can see Meru then?
As you guys kind of turn, you see Yogg kind of rounding the little half wall that makes up the doorway to the kitchen, and Meru's not far behind.
So I have call out. So I'm gonna guess that clanking is Tabo, correct?
I swear, I told him to stay behind.
I mean,
when
I
we
haven't
realized
come in.
It was a wooden
I-
house.
And then-
You said, hold on, in all fairness, I haven't gone in yet. You said guard the door, I haven't gone in.
And
I'm
I'm
standing outside.
actually going to move for the hatch.
quick up to date, catch you up to date. Saw the figure come into this house. We examined the house. I found this hatch in the middle of the room. We're going to explore.
And I found a dead guy stabbed with a table leg.
What?
Yeah, Zero. There's a dead guy with a hole in his chest sitting in the middle of the room that you're all standing in.
Well, what do you know? Hatch. Let's explore the hatch.
So, do you help Saronis up to the hatch?
Yes.
May as well help me too, big man. I don't think you're gonna fit up there.
Fine. I'll just keep watch down here.
Saronis, as the hatch door opens, you see a flash of silver.
Uh-oh. Like magical metal.
Metal.
I duck.
As you duck, you sort of end up tumbling with Zero back a little bit. Neither of you lose your footing, but there is a clatter a moment later as the hatch door shuts.
Okay, you two. Let me go first.
Well,
No,
What?
I got this.
Saronis, as you look over, what's lying on where you two were basically standing is your short sword.
Nope, this one's mine. Zero, boost me back up, please.
Saronis, calm down and think about it
Meru,
before you act.
Meru, they just, whatever that is, just attacked me with my own sword. I am not.
If it's a survivor and you're about to harm them, I will hurt you myself.
I will not harm them unless they
Nobody's-
attempt to harm me again.
Do I hear this all the way outside?
Yes, all of you hear this.
I'm
What
gonna
are you-
knock on the. I'm gonna knock on the hatch.
And I actually go in a little bit
Guys.
and I look in. Zero, what the heck's going on down there?
Okay, let's
So,
not have an entire room
hold
full
on.
of heavily armed people. If this is a survivor, we're literally just gonna scare them to death.
Says the person who was just threatening to
Yeah.
harm them.
Yeah.
Only if they attempt to harm me again.
You also open the
Saronis.
hatch without announcing yourself. That's
Okay.
self-defense.
All right.
Dad was here.
Only 3 people inside. Everybody else outside. Watch the door.
I resume my pose after just sticking my head. I'm like, keep them quiet in there. I can hear them out here.
You two,
Bravo,
stop.
we could
Yeah,
hear you from a quarter mile.
Stop it. No more yelling. I'm gonna knock on the hatch. Excuse me. I know you're up there. We don't mean any harm. I'm imagining you're the person that took from our cart.
I would also imagine that this person is either a halfling or child based on the footprints.
I will repeat myself while knocking gently and calmly.
You get no reply.
Alright. Meru, would you like to try?
Given my appearance, I most likely look terrifying.
I can try.
Need I remind you that Tavo has experiences in situations like this?
You're also heavily armored and weigh a good amount.
I have
Kamari,
birds.
would you please be my guest? At least you're more delicate than your brother.
Thank you.
Eat a bag, Meru.
I'm gonna hoist Kamari up.
Excuse me. I knock on the hatch. My name is Kamari. all the big nasties are gone. We're here to help. Do you mind if I open the hatch? I'm gonna very, very, very slowly press on the hatch and see if it opens.
It does open.
Hi, I'm Kamari. I'm gonna put my hands in first so that you can see they're empty, okay? I open the hatch a little further. Show both hands. Can I come up? I'm gonna very slowly pull myself up into the hatch.
As you pull yourself up, you find, well, the attic is stuffed with goods.
Hello?
As you look around, you would see that there's like a bunch of like old food tins. Pretty much anything that looked like it was taken from the tavern is definitely up here. Though it's a little odd because it definitely looks like a bunch of it is too large for someone of Meru's size or a child to have put up here by themselves. And as you kind of look around, you find, cowering behind a stack of goods, well, you find this. Just so everyone can get a better look at it. She is clutching a broken chair leg in both hands in a death grip.
Oh, it's okay, honey. I'm Kamari. I'm not gonna hurt you, okay? I'm just gonna sit right at the top of the hatch, both hands open on top of my knees. You must be so hungry, kiddo. You wanna come out?
For her
She's-
to be hungry when she's surrounded by supplies.
Yeah,
Well,
just-
despite the fact that she, despite all of that, her features may have once have been described as, cherubic, but has a very gaunt and primal look to her at this point. Her hair is hanging down in her face, covering her left eye. Her right eye is very wild, but she does kind of look relieved.
Promise I'm not gonna hurt you. Do you speak common?
She'll nod slowly.
Okay, that's good. What's your name?
Lily?
Very nice to meet you, Lily. Have you been living up here all by yourself?
She nods.
Wow, you must be super brave. Even with all these monsters around?
She just sort of shrugs.
You must be the bravest girl. Go ahead, Vaughn.
Are you all human? Well, alive?
Yeah, honey, we're alive. Did my brother scare you?
I thought you were more of them.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, you know what? That's my brother Roni. He's kind of a turd. He deserves a good poke every now and then. Get what I mean? Come on,
Just
let's get you all cleaned up, okay?
so very slowly kind of come out from her little corner.
Here, come sit next to me for a second. Promise I'm not gonna hurt you. See? Both hands.
He just kind of moves over and just immediately glomps onto you and just breaks down.
Oh, just gonna hold her and give her some head pats and just kind of keep her until she stops crying, or at least gets to the sniffle stage. Sniffles are okay.
She'll actually kind of recover fairly quickly. But she's still definitely emotional.
You are one brave lady, you know that? You remind me of someone. Kumari, and I hold out my hand. Very nice to meet you, Lily.
She'll take your hand and shake it a little. Lily Claxton.
Very nice to meet you, Miss Lily Claxton. You want to come down and meet my friends?
She shakes her head.
Oh, it's okay. You're not scary. So, my brother Saronis, I call him Roni. He looks just like me, but dumber. He's pretty cool. His girlfriend's Ravelin. She's super pretty. I can't wait for you to meet her. And then there's Meru. He's about your size. And he's got Yog, who's the prettiest puppy in the whole wide world. And then there's Tavo. He might look a little intimidating in his armor, but he's kind of a softie. And then there's my big man. I know he's really, really tall, but he is so nice.
Okay.
I promise. And I'll scoop her up in my arm and carry her down through the hatch.
The whole time, she does not let go of that chair leg.
Everybody? You want to bring everybody inside? Hey, Turds,
Yeah,
come on in. I want you to meet someone.
I don't think we should have everybody
yeah.
surrounding.
No, not everyone inside. I think the tavern's a much bigger place for her to feel safer.
Yeah, but
Miss
did
Lily?
you guys find someone in there?
Yes, we did, Tavo.
Yes, Tavo.
Yes.
Can you please make sure Saronis is okay?
I'll go talk to
don't
him.
usually snap like that.
Yeah.
I got this. Tavo,
Anyway,
I got this.
All right.
Miss Lily. This is Zero. I call him Big Man, obviously.
Well,
This
hi
is
there,
Meru.
little one.
Meru and Yog. I think you heard Tavo outside. We're gonna bring everybody back to the inn, okay?
The inn isn't safe.
Well, that's okay. We made it safe. We're super tough. Well,
If you're
Big man
referring
suits
to
us.
the very large, non-living thing, it ain't getting up anymore.
It's back to staying dead.
did we
They-
clear the bodies, by the way?
No, we did not.
We didn't have time. Actually, you mind staying with her? I'll leave Yog here with you while we do that.
You got it.
Yep. All right, let's go back.
She kind of looks down at the mention of the big guy. She goes, "He was always so nice to us."
Did you grow up here, Miss Lily?
Mhm.
Oh, Tavo's not gonna like this. Just mutters under my breath as I walk out. And kind of just grab Tavo by an arm. We got bodies to clean up. You also have work to do when we're done.
Who did he find?
You'll see.
Is she
I think
okay?
it's better.
Do
I think it's better you see her when we're in a place that's we know is somewhat defendable.
All right, but my first question is, does she need medical assistance? You know me, Mary. You know that's what I'm going to go do.
If they needed medical assistance, I would have done it myself.
Hey, it's what I was trained as. What do you want?
Hey,
I
Miss Lily.
need to find Seronis. Do you know which way he walked off in?
Yeah, he's right over there, and I point over to Rav and Saronis.
I'll talk to him when we're done
yeah.
moving the bodies then.
Yeah. Even
Let's
though
go.
they
We
attacked
got work
us,
to do.
yeah,
We got a lot to.
we should also bury them.
First, we just need to get them out of sight.
Fair enough.
So what were you going to ask, Kamari?
So, Miss Lily, I see you've got a very scary looking table leg. I would like to make a trade with you. See these birds? Kamari points to her back. They're magic. I know. It sounds crazy, but it's not. And I'll take the flamingo, stand it up, activate it, make it walk a couple feet, and then deactivate it. I will trade you. If you hold on to my flamingo for me, you gotta be super nice to him. He's a little temperamental. I'll trade you for the table leg. What do you say?
Oh, okay.
All right, and I will give her my medium-sized flamethrower turret.
She'll just kind of wrap her arms around it and hang on to it. Kamari, give me a quick investigation check.
$21.
Oh, sorry. Didn't know I clicked it twice, but that strength check was to see how fast I can help clean out all the bodies.
Okay. I'll stand so that she's angled away from the dead body in the middle of the floor.
Ah, crap.
Miss Lily.
Why are we pulling strength?
I would to see how fast I can help out and move all the bodies.
Yeah, Kamari?
It's gonna be okay. I know you had to do some pretty crazy stuff. Surviving after all. Kamari's gonna take a knee. And make sure she's looking Lily in the face. But it's gonna be okay. Alright?
She just shakes her head.
I know. It's gonna be alright. It doesn't seem like it. I know it doesn't. But we're gonna take good care of you, okay?
She nods, but she kind of looks back and then at you. When your friends are done, can they help me bury him?
Of course we can, Sweet Pea. Of course we can. Was he your dad?
She nods.
I give her a hug.
I already have the grave dug. I just couldn't move him.
Oh, sweetie. Mind if I try?
She nods.
"21 athletics. Can I move the body?"
Yep.
Will you show me where to go, Miss Lily?
She leads you out back, and you see one open grave and one very fresh one, maybe a day or two old.
Miss Lily? What's the second one?
That was my friend Molly. She was with me. They found her, though.
Alright. I lay the body down in the grave. You know, my friend Tavo, he's good at this kind of stuff. You mind if he helps out too?
She nods.
Alright, let's go back inside for a minute so that he knows where to find us. Okay?
She'll nod.
I'll go back inside. I'll sit down on the floor, take out a set of carving tools, and start making little markers for the graves.
It takes the rest of you guys about an hour to clear the tavern.
I think I should go tell Kamari that we can bring them here. Hey, Meru?
Yes, Tavo.
Can, I doubt who's ever you found that. I don't know who you found up there, but I doubt they've had a hot meal in a while. Do you mind trying to whip something up without really setting off a smoke signal? If you want, I don't want to. I don't. Want to
I
tell
should be able to using a bit of magic to heat things, but I could also just kid just kind of shake his hand for a second and 10 berries would appear.
Yeah, but I mean, warm food is also a comfort.
This
too.
is all I really have to cook with besides what was taken from the wagon.
Okay.
So,
All right.
and I don't have enough flour to make llama spread.
We can guarantee a hot meal at another time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just something.
Best, this will at
Yeah.
least help all of us at the moment as well, because we haven't really eaten since we've gotten here. There's more than enough for us.
Yeah, actually, you want to give me one? You want to give me a few of those and bring them to Kamari and whoever you found, and I'll eat it myself.
First, toss one over to Zero for putting
Thank-
the rest into Tavo's hands.
Thank you.
Thank you, Meru. Thank you for your help. Well, time to go see who we found. And I head on over there. Before I do, I see the Glummy Gus and Ravlin up here, and I hey, this is from Meru. Something to eat. keep your strength up. We don't know what this day holds.
Considering how the night went, I am not looking forward to the rest of today. But if we can get somewhere safe, then I guess it'll
Sweet.
be worth it.
I get to get back that 1 HP I took from Rav last night. Alrighty, and then I head on in. Hey, Kamari, where are you?
In here, Padre.
I follow the sound of her voice going in. Well, hello
Padre?
there.
This is Miss Lily Claxton. Lily,
I-
this is my friend Tavo.
And I bow at the waist. An honor to meet you, Miss Lily Claxton.
Actually, Padre, can you give the two of us a hand real quick?
Yeah, sure, but I actually got you something before.
Are you a priest?
I am. I serve the god Moore. Do you know? I serve the god Kellamfor. Do you know him?
I think so.
Yeah, he helps people cross over to the other side.
And just quietly lead Tavo and Miss Lily back outside to the fresh graves. And I place the grave markers.
I see the graves, and I am so sorry for your loss, Miss Lily. Losing people is hard.
You guys said you killed Leroy again.
Yes, I
Is
did.
it possible to bury him too?
Every single person that we had to defend ourselves against last night will be buried and given a proper funeral. I will have none. I wouldn't do anything less. But you must be hungry here. This comes from Meru. It's called the good berry. It's very yummy, and it makes you all full in yumminess. And I hand her the good berry. And as she takes one, I pull out one for myself, and I eat it with a smile. They're really yummy. You want it?
She'll kind of watch you eat yours, and she'll kind of look at Kamari.
I'll eat one too.
She'll then just devour the one in front of her.
Padre, couple words for Lily's dad and little Molly, please.
Of course. And
Tavo, go ahead and give me a religion check.
already on it.
A little time. I will give you advantage since this is specifically your field of expertise.
Yeah. And though they are passed from this world too soon, I pray and I know that Kellamfor will guide them to the next one. You know, I'm an orphan too, Lily.
I'm not an orphan.
You're not? Where's your mom? Or where? I assume I know that was her dad. So yeah, where's your mom?
Mom died when I was born, but I don't know what happened to Jarek,
Who's Jarek?
my brother.
When did you last see him?
When everybody left.
And how long ago was that? Do you remember?
I don't know for sure. Maybe 2 weeks ago. Everyone just got up and left, except for a couple of us. We've been having weird things happen, so when everyone just ran away, Leroy helped me and Molly put all the food in the attic, told us to stay there until he came back. Then him and my dad went over to the mine to see where everyone had gone. When Daddy came back, he wasn't himself. And I had to.
I know. I know. I know. My parents were murdered by people, and it's hard. But you know what? A man saved me that day. A man that looks like me. He stopped the bad stuff from happening to me. And I promise you that we will stop the bad stuff from happening to you. And we will do what we can to find Jarek. But you said about there's some weird stuff going on. Do you remember what it was?
People were seeing weird things in the mines and hearing sounds out by the tar pits. And me and Molly were out foraging for berries in the woods. When we came back, everyone was gone. I think we were too far away, otherwise we would have walked in too. It just went towards the mine.
I am really, really sorry, about this. And
Hey, Miss Lily.
Yeah?
Me and my friends, we're gonna see if we can figure all this out. But it might be kind of dangerous. So, I want to give you a choice. Is that okay?
Okay.
So you met Yog. She's a very pretty puppy. Goodest girl in the whole wide world.
Mm-hmm.
You can stay with her. And we'll all head out. Or, I don't like this one as much. You can come with us.
Kamari.
Hold on, Tavo. This poor girl's been left alone for weeks.
And if
I get that feeling.
Kamari, can I have a word with you, please?
It's gonna be dangerous. Like, really super dangerous. But I didn't want us to make that decision for you.
I can lead you to the tar pits. But I'm not gonna go anywhere.
Okay.
Yog. So Yog here is an amazing dog. One time we were fooling around and she took me down, and I stand to full height with all my armor and everything, and like, you see me? You see me? And that dog took me down. If y'all can take me down, what do you think you can do to any baddies, huh?
She kind of smiles. I'll stay with Yog.
Okay.
Just keep an eye out for Jarek.
Hey,
Of course we will.
Can you tell me what he looks like so we can
He's bald and tall.
bald
Like-
and tall?
Maybe your height.
Really?
I'm just gonna point out, Yog looked dead at you, Tavo, and muttered something.
I know. I don't speak Sylvan, so I just.
Yeah, I know
Alright.
what there does. She does.
Okay, Miss Lily. So, here's what we'll do. We'll regroup at the tavern. And you'll lead us over to the tar pits and then stay with Yog. What do you think?
I can do that.
You really are the bravest girl in the whole world.
Hey, Lily. Do you want to see some... What's your favorite color?
Blue?
Watch this. And I cast Thaumaturgy on... Watch my eyes, okay? And I cast Thaumaturgy and just change my eyes all sorts of colors to blue... To, like, all sorts of bluish hues. Isn't that awesome?
That's pretty.
All right, sweet pea, come on. And I'll take her by the hand and
I grab and
Lead her back.
I hold the other hand too. I hold my hand out for the other hand.
She'll take it, and despite everything, she seems to have a pretty good grip.
That's a strong grip you got there. And I'm not surprised just because of how strong you are, just by being here. You are one of the strongest girls I've ever known.
Somebody's got to be here in case they come back.
And you know what? You are absolutely correct. And now you have a Yogg here to help you, and we're gonna go look for them and hopefully find them.
But if we don't, Miss Lily, you want to come back with us?
How old is she? About? I don't remember you saying that.
You think between 10 and 11.
All right, so looks like Kamari's adopting another kid.
I'll think about it.
Okay. It's a deal.
I mean, it's and Lily.
We head back to the inn.
Yeah. Hey, do you like horses?
They're okay.
Yeah, we have a pair of beautiful horses in our in the inn with us.
What did I name those again?
Huh?
Oh, I threw 2 random names on them so I could tell them apart when they were moving around.
No, there's Dobos and Femos. Why not?
I was asking Falling Guy if he didn't clean up the map, he still has them.
Boris and Saria.
Oh, if it's Boris, it needs to be Natasha. Come on.
Boris and Saria are the horses.
Former protest to make it Natasha. But moving on, yeah. And actually, here, let's go outside.
You guys are outside.
Okay.
You're in essentially the backyard.
All right. Hey, let's go to the front of the house, okay? There's some people there that would be very happy to see you. The mean old sourpuss that. Don't mind the mean old sourpuss. His name's Saronis.
I whisper, he's the one who looks like me but dumber.
To
Yeah.
giggle a little bit.
Yeah, it's very true. And then there's another one. Her name's Rav, and she's very, very nice. She's like me. She's a priest like me.
We head out front. Hey, Roni, Lenny, this is Miss Lily Claxton. Lily, this is Ravelin and Saronis.
He's the furry one.
Tavo, I hate to point out, but there are only 2 of us here. 1 male and 1 very clearly female.
See, I told you he's a sourpuss.
Mr. Saronis?
Yes.
I'm sorry I took your knife.
it wasn't so much taking it as trying to jam it into my face that bothered me.
I thought you were one of them.
Hey, you gotta give the girl credit, Serona. She had pretty good skills that she could take the knife from you and almost get you with it.
She took it from the wagon, Tavo.
I mean, even so, you have to give her skills for almost getting you with it. Still,
Did I pick up the short sword?
No, you just straight stormed out. I was waiting for anyone to notice that.
No, I thought I heard you say you picked it up as soon as she dropped it.
Yeah, and then Meru just unleashed on him, which was glorious.
I didn't hear him say he picked it up.
Oh no,
I think he
he said he picked
he
it
did
up,
say he picked it up.
and he was
Okay.
gonna swipe at whatever it was up there, and you just
No, I was not.
He did not say that. Don't put words into his mouth.
He didn't, but
In any case, folks.
yeah, in any case, moving on.
Anyway, so Saronis would actually look at her and kind of, in his own way, smirk. You know, you almost took my eye out with this thing.
Not bad,
And he would
kid.
actually hand it back to her. Hold on to it till we get back.
So smile a little bit and nod.
Looks like you've upgraded, kiddo.
Mm.
Mind if I have my flamingo?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, Kamari,
Put the flamingo on my back.
Kamari, do you want to show her what it does? I
I
think
already
that'd be
showed her
really
what
cool.
it does. I
Oh,
already
you
showed her
did?
what it does.
I didn't.
Yes.
I didn't hear that.
It's
Oh, we're
nice
not-
and all, but I don't think I can hit something with your flamingo.
You'd be surprised. It shoots flames. Come on. Let's go back to the inn, everybody.
Did we ever point out that both the furred creatures use flames?
What's it? What?
Yeah, it keeps the frizz fur away.
As she kind of is walking by, she'll kind of point to some of the houses. Be careful if you go in there.
Why?
Well, Molly and I were looking around, and we think there's some more people, but we don't know if they're still alive.
That's good to know.
Alright.
Thank you, Lily.
How about you guys go back to the tavern?
Wait,
Bev
wait
and
for
I
it.
can
Yeah,
check
okay.
out the houses. We'll stay quiet. And don't worry, we won't engage.
Okay, just be careful, Roni, please.
And as much as I hate to say it, if you do engage, fire guns will come running.
Yeah.
Be safe. You see
That
that?
interruption was brought to you by Ozzy.
Ah, you see that, and you see him. Watch, he can pretty much disappear.
Wait, who's pretty much disappearing?
You with your like 12 stealth.
They just blink and there's now a tree where you used to be.
Yeah.
No, it's actually just a log with a note pinned to it that just says "ha ha" in Tabaxi.
It just.
Okay, Naruto.
Again, I
Believe it.
All right. Taking a break from Lily and the group for a moment.
going back in time to the talk between Saronis and Rav.
Oh, we can do that, or Rav and Saronis, you can give me investigation checks for any of the buildings you want to search.
Yeah, the talk already happened, so you guys all missed it.
Ah, dang it.
He's apologizing for shooting me in the butt.
Which
Hey,
house
I
are
mean,
you
uh,
investigating? Okay.
Fallen?
Would we give each other advantage?
And could I advocate for advantage as well as they wouldn't, as they are?
One of you guys can roll, and you do give each other advantage. So for this one, we'll take Saronis' role.
Okay.
Saronis, Rav, as you guys kind of make your way inside, you find...
Oh no, we're checking it out from the outside first. We are not just going straight into the house that could have undead.
Or no windows, in which case, yeah, we'd have to go through the door.
Yeah, most of these houses are pretty simple. They maybe have one window in the entire place. But you find bodies.
The sort that are still twitching, or...
No, they seem to be fairly dead.
Any overt sign of what might have killed them?
They're very much... there's very much signs of struggle. But it's hard to tell exactly what the fight was.
Okay, out of curiosity, do the people look munched or like more normal cause of death?
Well, you did see these zombies using tools, so it's hard to tell. But two of them seem to basically be real close to each other with injuries, and then one just seems to be sort of slumped up against a wall.
Okay, well, this seems mildly clear. Let's go check the other one across the way.
All right, which one are you checking? Pick one of you to give me an investigation check at advantage.
Oh, I thought we just use Rav since we already used one I
No.
made.
I'll roll it again.
Rev, you can hear sounds from inside, as if there's at least one person moving around.
An intent to the movement, like purposeful walking, or is it the mindless zombie shuffle?
It's hard to tell. It just sounds like they're pacing.
Mark that one as potentially unsafe, or more than likely unsafe.
On a quick run around the building, can I see any windows? Maybe a hole in the roof?
Well, you do notice two windows, one broken, one not. And through the unbroken window, you see a body lying in a bed.
Okay, so we see a body in a bed. Do we see what was moving?
No.
Okay, since this worked so well the last time, I am going to pick up a rock and toss it through the broken window at a wall at the opposite side of the room.
As the wall hits, the pacing stops and then seems to move towards it. Cernus, you would see a shaded figure. You can really only make it out due to your dark vision. But even that's enough for you to tell, no, it is not alive.
I go back to Rav. Well,
We have a live one in there.
no.
And by live one, I actually meant functional zombie.
It's not a friendly.
Doors are all closed?
Yep.
Alright, moving on.
There is a broken window, though.
Go see if we can find anything at the next... Well, only one. Do you think we should deal with it?
Probably a good idea.
Do you want to jump through the window?
I can do that.
And what? I'll go through the door and we'll like
Well, I'm going.
attack it.
Rav, would you mind if I borrowed one of those cleavers?
Oh, be my guest.
So I am going to try to get through the window as sneakily as possible, and go for a very, very sneaky attack.
And I'm
The
assuming Rab
daggers-
is sneaking through the front.
Yes. The cleavers do 2d8. They are finesse weapons, but they are not light weapons, so you cannot dual wield them without the dual wielder feat. But you could use one of the cleavers and a dagger, but you couldn't do 2 cleavers.
No, I'm just going to do the one cleaver.
All right. Ravelin, Cernus, give me stealth checks.
Do I even exist anymore?
So you two are both able to sneak up on it about the same time. Give me your attacks.
Would that be an advantage?
Well, you have surprise.
Oh, excellent. So if it hits, I crit.
I thought that was an assassin specific trait.
It is.
Oh, my bad.
That's still 20 damage. And it drops. And doesn't seem to get back up.
Okay. What was it doing in here? Like, what's so special about this house? Can we take a brief look around?
As you guys look around, you realize it was holding like a large butcher knife. And it seems to have stabbed the person in the bed to death while they slept.
Why do I feel like this is the big guy's little brother?
Its cleaver look the same as Leroy's cleavers?
Nope, it just looks like a knife that they hadn't had from their kitchen.
If there's nothing else of note in here, let's move on to the next one.
That would be this house.
Done?
This one?
Yeah.
Okay, and perception or
Check.
investigation?
Investigation.
That's the wrong one. And, you know, even with the advantage, I'm actually going to burn one of my D8 inspiration die.
And a you held onto those for a reason.
Cernus, you find 3 bodies. Looks like they died of starvation. You also find something else.
What's that?
A gold and aquamarine pin.
I'm gonna point it out to Rav and see what she thinks.
Well, it would be someone's personal token. We can use it during the whole memorial thing that we were thinking about with all of these dead. Maybe Lily will recognize it. Let's take it with us.
Okay.
I will
Rav?
use a...
From your background, you would actually know that that thing's worth probably around 700 gold.
I'm going to either find a cloth here or use a scrap of cloth that I have to pick it up, wrap it up, and put it in my bag.
Alright, I guess this one next. If this is a house, is it just a shed?
Here is more of a shed, and then this would be a tiny house.
Yeah, that's what I was indicating was this one.
It's less of a house and more of an outbuilding, but it's definitely large enough for someone to have hidden in.
Any windows in this one?
No.
Okay, so we're gonna have to open the door. Well, I'll listen first.
All is quiet.
Peek in the door.
It looks like it was a workshop of some kind. Maybe not like a full smithy, but it has a bit of a forge and a few other things. It looks like the guy, whoever had this, kind of used it to repair his own horseshoes or make his own little things. Both of you give me an investigation check.
For me.
Ooh.
Cronus.
Thronis sees music.
Cernus, as you're kind of digging around, you come across what looks like something hidden in the ashes.
I will pull it out of the ashes.
Cernus, as you reach in and grab hold and pull it up, you see a faint purple glow.
Is this...
Drop.
D12.
Touch it.
Too late. Congratulations, Captain Spots 2.0.
And
Crit! He was saying that it was a purple gem and known not to touch it. Plus, he didn't make a wisdom save.
Well, no, he saw something inside the ashes. Like there was
Oh, you
definitely something there, and he reached in to pull, and you just reached in to pull it out instead of uncover it.
you said I had found something in the ashes.
You did say found.
You did find it. Yeah, you did find it, but
Not see, but find. So
Anyway, so what happens with the fan?
you see the flaw in how weak your blood is. The blood of others is strong, and they're selfishly keeping it from you. Get them to share.
Oh boy.
Didn't make a save.
You don't. You touch it and you touch it and you touch a full crystal and boom.
But there's a save.
Kamari only had a save because she was about to try and willingly touch something that she could tell was magical. It was more of to see if she's smart enough not to grab it. He grabbed it.
Share your blood.
God.
Well.
It's like, really?
Again.
Oh, we know how this song and dance goes.
And
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
at
we
thi-
do.
I think at
No,
this.
no. I prepared for this.
Hush! You are not in this right now.
I'm just saying at the time. I'm looking at the time. I'm saying at this would be a good time to just take our break.
Yeah, it is.
Actually,
We're at almost 7,
yes.
which is usually where
Yeah.
a break is.
Yeah. So right now, that's what I was
We'll
trying to
take
say.
a break and come back with the resolution of Kitty and the Crystal.
The Share
Thank
Your
God
Blood
I
challenge.
leveled up.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, the only reason that this is going to work is because we leveled up.
Be right back.
What do you mean?
All right, we're out. And it's actually really good. It's actually a really, really good, like commercial break point. How did you guys like my magic show? I'm actually not even done with it yet. Fair enough. Well, she has bloody. She has the greasy needle in hand. So how's everyone doing today? I had a. I had a. I was out most all morning. Really? It's already uncovered. So I'm running a commercial break right now on the stream. Levi's, the G Maker, is promoting doing a vote, like, rally the votes thing. Yeah, the stream. We can retcon. Yeah, we can retcon. And I actually, I will be right back. I'm gonna go do the interlude ad, ad plugs. Be right back, guys. Alright, boys and girls, this stream is brought to you once again, as always, by Gemhammer and Sons Gaming. It is through your support of Gemhammer and Sons that makes this stream all the better. So thank you. If you want to help support the stream, if you want to help support Gemhammer, and therefore help support the stream, go to gemhammer.com/shop and use the code SCARFSUP. I personally, they have the Deck of Wonder, Blunder, Sunders, Plunder, and the Deck of All the Things, along with various dice, shirts, and even more decks. They have a brand new kit, and they have one-shots, and seriously, you save 10%. It's really good. And international shipping. The music and ambiance that you hear in the background tonight, it comes from Tabletop Audio, who provide full length tracks if you give them proper credit. So thank you for that. Furthermore, the game is on Roll20, not a sponsor, and the voices on Discord, also not a sponsor. And yeah. But the stream, guys, is brought by you. You guys are amazing. I love each and every one of you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm sorry I wasn't here this morning for my morning stream. I had my dentist appointment. And it turns out I need to get a silver tooth. A silver filling. Right over here. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. And, yeah. Well, yeah, and it's also my sister's birthday. Happy birthday to my sister Heather. She's 38 today. Huzzah. And in 2 days, it's my niece's birthday. Happy birthday to Goober in 2 days. She's going to be 18. Oh, my gosh. My niece, who I've helped raise, is going to be 18. I don't know what to do. I feel old. And my birthday's 11 days away. So, whoop, 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 whoop. Alrighty, I'm back. I am. Hold on a second. In our 22 week and our 23, 24 weeks of doing this, I think this is the first night of no talk of alcohol. What's going on? I'm scared. Okay. All right. Good. Good. Do you want the known or do you want the mystery box? Pineapple. No, he's just doing roll. Yeah, he's doing roll call. What food? Freaking love pierogies. What's up? Oh, I know. My cousin-in-law. I don't know what that is. Her during their wedding with my out in Chicago, she's Polish, and my family is mainly Italian, and so we had a barbecue where it was the rehearsal dinner was actually a barbecue where we had authentic American, Italian, and Polish, and the pierogies there were out of this world. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It pretty much was. Although it's really pierogies versus lasagna, but needless to say that we all won. We all won that day. I'm sorry. Too bad Canada is still closed. Alright. I think American side. Alrighty. So we have a Will, we have a Rav, we have a Meru, we have a Saronis, we have a Kamari, and we have a me. Am I missing anyone? We are. Saronis, Russ, you know better than to say, don't yell at me, it's not my fault. She's your sister. She's gonna yell at you no matter what. Alright, give me 1 second. And without any further ado, we now go back to the action. Take it away. And there's going to be a bit of a retcon. So take it away, Fallen, with the explanation and the retcon.
Yes, because my description wasn't clear enough, I allowed him to roll a second d12, and he's taking option 2. So, Saronis, as you kind of stand up and look at the crystals, you have just enough time to look over at Rav for her to see the crystals in your hand before you just hear before you and you alone hear the words, "Sleep, child." And then the world goes black. Roll me a d10. Ravelin, you see the crystals take one moment to look into Saronis' eyes, and he just then his eyes roll into the back of his head, and he just hits the ground like a sack of potatoes.
Nug.
Say that again, Rav?
Repeating not good over and over again. Is there any... This is a blacksmithing kind of place. Are there really, really thick gloves here?
Yes.
Okay, step one. Use those, whether my hands are in them or not, preferably not, but use that to, like, get the gem out of Saronis' hand.
As you pick them up, you notice they're kind of about the same size as the ones that were in the pouch that Tavo took off of Leroy.
I won't be casting Hand of Radiance on these until they break.
They break fairly easily, but Saronis remains unconscious.
These are broken. I will keep them wrapped up in the mitt. And then on Saronis... Well, first I'll try and wake him up. Like, shake him and pour cold water on him or whatever, gentle wake-up steps there are.
He is completely unconscious.
Good and holy. If he's sleeping, I can't exactly get him to make a save. Or can I?
He'll only make instinctive saves like Wisdom or Int or Charisma.
It's a Wisdom save to avoid control from these gems. Is it not?
If you're talking about the protection from evil and good, it allows him to make a Wisdom save, yes.
Saronis.
Saronis, you shoot up as if you were just having the worst nightmare you can imagine. You don't remember anything except darkness and a skull.
Well, what the? And I'm gonna guess, knowing my luck, I sat up directly forehead to forehead with Rav.
Not quite, but close. In fact, as you kind of look up at Rav, you have a nightmare where you were basically carving her up to take her blood, while a skull leered at you from the shadows.
He would literally just reach up and touch her face to make sure that this was actually real.
Thing. Had me worried there for a minute.
Had you worried?
I broke the crystals, so I want to take them to Kamari so she can put them with the others in that bag of holding of hers where no one can touch them. Assuming that's where she's keeping them. But whatever. I think we're done with our investigations today. Let's go find the others.
Sounds like a plan.
So we will head back to the inn. I know we missed a couple of buildings, but it's not going to be worth it.
You two sort of walk into the tavern just as everyone is telling Zero, yes, play the piano.
Any of them out there, so I think you'll be okay to go for it, Zero. We could use some cheering up.
Oh, welcome back, guys. Just in time.
Hey, Rav. Moment, real quick, and I bring her off to like away from the general room, and I'm like, I ask, what did you guys find?
A lot of actual dead. There was one zombie, but we were able to put it down without making any noise. And then we encountered a crystal buried in ashes, so Sarunas didn't see it when he touched it.
Are you guys all right?
He just kind of collapsed, but I was able to pull him out of it.
Well, with that being diverted,
Well, that's good.
if you guys think it's safe enough, are we able to take at least another 8 hours rest before we move out?
Sure, you know what?
There was a building next to the inn here that we didn't look in. I wanted to bring Sarunas back here.
Well, if it's right next to the inn, given how much commotion we had last night, I doubt there's anything left in it.
Yeah.
Then other
Being
than that, we've checked
honest.
everywhere. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure we've checked everywhere else.
Because given the way the inn was facing forward, like if the front door is over here. Here, look.
Yep.
No,
That
the
means
front door.
Saronis ran out here and around here back inside. So
No, the front door's
No.
where Ravelin is, because the cart's out front.
Yeah, the front door is
okay, and that means Leroy came in this way, meaning yeah, that house is pretty much clear.
And I jumped out what would be the right-hand side and came around that corner.
I was looking at the map when I was orienting it because the front door is usually where the road is, not where the garden is, which is why I brought that up. Now do you see why I was a little confused about where the front door might be?
Yep.
Yes.
Front door is usually towards road, not towards garden, so...
Well, it's a community garden. Everyone goes in. Everyone goes in after a day working.
They usually work with their own farms, but that aside, I think everyone here could actually use a proper warm meal.
Yeah, do you want me to whip something up, Mayor?
I've got it. I was just waiting to see if there's any objections.
No, none here.
Hey, Lily, do you want to see it? Do you want to see it cooking blue flame?
Oh no, Tavo's gonna start messing with the fire.
How about this? How about we have it? How about we?
Should I roll for cooking, Fallen?
feel free.
Do you have anything you could play for the piano there, Voice in the Sky?
Actually,
I'm looking for it.
Okay.
I've actually had violin music playing this entire time. It was kind of sad tone because it was fitting.
Yeah, I've had for the stream I've had tabletop audio.
Yeah, I know this is copyright free because of the people who made it. It's from the Lily White group, which is a Toho fandom. They don't they have it on Creative Commons for remixes and such.
I'm still
I
listening
don't-
to the zombie audio, and it worked in
Yep.
favor when I smashed the zombie earlier. Because at the moment it hissed, and that's when I replied with, "Don't hiss at me."
Don't hiss it. That was the air escaping its lungs again.
I got some faint Wild West music up in the background.
Got it.
Yeah?
This is copyright free, right?
Yep. It's coming straight off of the Roll20.
By Kevin McLeod. So yeah, if you get flagged for that, email Kevin and he'll deal with it. Because he owns his own copyright and actively has it set to Creative Commons.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, he's been doing that for years. He also has remixes of things like Jingle Bells that he actually has the rights to.
Oh, wonderful.
Hey,
Just on sure.
I'm playing over here.
Actually, that is beautiful. I just turned it
Yeah,
on.
it really is.
Any help in the kitchen, Meru?
If you can cut any of the potatoes we still have from the cart for some soup, that would be lovely.
Sure.
Takes forever to cut them by myself.
No formal training in cooking, but chopping up vegetables, that I could probably do without fuss.
You can't really ruin cutting a potato.
According
I
to
mean,
my
if you're
mom, you can.
after big pieces and I
Clearly
can
you
too
need to
small,
know
then
this is
I mean, that's about as bad as it would get.
Well, even if you mess up like cutting a potato, you've just created a different dish. Like if you were going for circles and you end up with squares, well, now you've made fried potatoes. You just fry them.
Hey, Kamari, can you get me a blanket, please?
Yeah, you got it. And I put a blanket over Lily.
And Chad brings up a good point. You can chop off a finger.
Yeah, but that isn't really ruining the vegetable. That's just ruining your day.
I don't want to. I don't want to have. I
And
don't.
the vegetable, because the vegetable would have blood on it.
Yeah, I don't want
You
my.
can easily wash it off.
I don't want.
It's
potatoes
just the whole
with blood
joke
on it.
of the potato might be edible afterwards. You're having a bad day, on the other hand.
I
Because
mean,
that's a
the finger
hospital
could be
trip.
edible too.
Okay, we're not cannibals here.
Says you.
Hey, long pork isn't that bad, from what I hear. God, I know way too many things.
I say nothing.
Hey, Kamari,
But,
Kamari, do you want to give me hands and putting her in a proper bed?
No bed in here, it's a tavern.
Well, I mean, a bed roll.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, Saronis. As an apology for earlier, there's still a wine bottle sitting in my pack if you want it.
You are too far from your mic, dear brother.
Yeah, I know you want to be all moody, but we can't hear you.
No thanks.
Suit yourself, but it's there if you want it.
I actually go over to Saronis and sit next to him after me and Kamari put Lily to bed. Hey.
I sit next to her.
Hey, Saronis. Rav told me about your interaction with the crystal. I've been there. Do you want to talk about it?
I'd really rather not.
And what good is it going to do? You're just brooding over here. I almost cut out Rav's eyes and Kamari's eyes.
You know that mistake, Tavo? One I told you about?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because of the crystal, I thought I'd made another one.
Did you though?
No.
Then live in that. Don't live in what you. Don't live in what might have happened. Don't live in that world of where you had no control. You are in control now. You didn't do the deed. And thankfully, I failed to do my deed.
Wait, did you just say you tried to cut Rab's eyes out?
Yeah. And Kamari. I couldn't help myself. All I could think about is why would people want to keep their eyes? And then Rav came over and I got my then Rav came over and I got my knife and I swung at her. And then I swung at Kamari. But you know how good I am in melee. It's only me and Rav over here. I mean Saronis over here.
Don't forget how that ended, though.
Yeah, I know. I got taken down by Yogg. But it's just like,
And tied up by my sister again.
you don't hear me complaining about that. Although it did take me a good while to.
Oh, at that point, Saronis would just flick you in the head as soon as those words were out of your mouth.
Hey, look at you. And I look at him and smile. Hey, there is. There is some regular
Saronis. I
Saronis.
think he likes it.
No. No.
Saronis looks audibly sick. Visibly, not audibly. Visibly.
Hey, Saronis. The reason why he said that, it was to judge the reaction to see if you are there, and you are there. You didn't do anything bad. You're good, buddy. Like, we can't live in the what ifs, the maybes, and the could have beens. No one will do anything at that point. Did you make a mistake right this time? Yes or no, Saronis?
I didn't actually do what I saw.
Then you have nothing to feel sorry for. Although I think we need to all invest into some pretty heavy gloves before we touch anything else in this town or anything in that mine, if you know what I mean.
We should just avoid anything glowing.
From what Rav told me, retcon. From what Rav told me, you didn't even see it.
No, it was in a pile of ashes.
All right,
What if they found these and it did the same thing to them? What if someone figured it out and was trying to destroy them?
Well, you think we have a slimy Jack 2.0?
No, I'm thinking they found them in the mine, and whatever was buried here probably seeped into the crystals, making them glow. Oh, excuse me. Congratulations, Tavo. You just got a belch full of cat breath to the face. But whatever evil was in that coffin that Rav has showed us pictures of seeped into the crystals and drove people insane.
Yeah, that's probably how it did.
Someone figured it out and tried to burn some of them.
Did it work?
That's my theory.
Did Crystal look?
No, it clearly didn't work.
I mean, did it look like it was singed at all? Like,
I don't know. It was covered in ash. And next thing I know, I'm waking up on the ground.
fair enough. But seriously, are you gonna live in the world that you did make the mistake, or are you gonna live into this world where you didn't, where you still have friends that love you, where you still have a sister that annoys you, and where we still have a big bad baddie to kill?
Tavo?
Yes.
Having
Yeah.
friends that love me is what scares me.
Lost as if.
Because last time, they all died.
The fear of loss. The fear of abandonment is something we all deal with. How do you
Ever.
think? No.
Tavo,
How do you?
I am not in the mood for the preacher talk right now.
I'm not. I'm giving you some backs. I'm giving you some of me. I told you.
I think
did-
you can
did I-
leave that to Kamari. Thanks.
Did I tell you about my fiance? Saronis.
I'm trying to remember if I was actually in the group with you and Kamari.
I don't think so. It's just me and Kamari.
Okay.
I don't know if I said anything else. Well,
Not that I remember.
okay.
Nope, it was just the two of us.
Yeah. So about 10 years ago, I was in love with this girl. Her name was Chris. Love of my life. And then one day she got sick. And the order did everything they could. Everything they could. And she just got sicker. And then one day the love of my life died. I had a hard time coping with that. I had a hard time reaching out. That's why I joined. That's why I joined the Knights of More. The Knights of More don't talk to anyone, really. I'm just an initiate. I'm like in the Knights of More.
I mean, clearly, if they don't talk, you are definitely not there yet. No offense.
They don't laugh. They don't have. They suppress all feeling. And when she died, that's all I wanted to do. Suppress all feeling. I just wanted to do my duty. I wanted to cover up the scar that left with something else.
Tavo, do you know how the Inquisition found me?
I don't.
Drunk.
I mean, they found Kamari in jail, so isn't it?
They found me trying to drink away everything I had known from the time I left Kamari.
I tried that until one of the fathers pretty much took me down and slapped it out of me and directed me towards the Knights of Moor. And yeah. But we can't live in the past. If we're afraid of loss, what are we gonna do with our lives? Are we going to walk around tippy-toeing throughout everything, not making friends, not loving, not? It won't help the past.
Mistake that killed them all.
Be that as it may, are you the same person now as you were then?
I don't know.
Would you
Right about
ever?
then is when Rav shows up.
Would you ever do something to put anyone in danger again? Ever? I mean, aside from throwing me in pool water.
Okay, guys, that's enough heavy talk for now. I helped Mero with dinner, but don't worry, it won't poison you.
You're right, he didn't cook it. And I just smirk at him. I just smirk at Saronis and I'm like, you're right. The cat didn't cook it.
No, there's something else there. You tried to take her eyes and Serona shot her in the back.
Oh. 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 But seriously, Saronis, before we go eat, you need to realize.
Chavo.
No, let me say
Chavo.
this. Please. You need to realize that the what ifs, the maybes cannot rule your life. You know what you're going to do. You know that you're going to try to protect us, and you know that we're going to try to protect you. If anyone has another crystal experience, you and I know what it's like. But we cannot live in what we did. We need to set our eyes on the future and know that we are going to make sure that future, the future that we tried to do, will never come to pass. I don't want to hear all your grumpy Gus.
At that
noisy
point,
nonsense.
Jonas literally takes Tavo's spoon out of his bowl and just shove it in his mouth.
I'm
If
opposed
you're
to
talking, Tavo, you're absolutely horrible at listening sometimes.
And with that, we will fast forward. How long does the party rest?
We're going watches. Or at least I'm
Do the
gonna.
whole night?
Yeah, we're gonna say.
Well,
at
I
least
mean,
the whole night. Yeah.
It's still pretty early in the day. I mean, we haven't really done all that much.
Yeah, it was. We got here about, if I'm remembering right, it was just getting like dark. The fog was thick. We went to settle down, got interrupted about second watch, which was 4 hours. We got a proper long rest, but it wasn't one we were trying to get because we were just too exhausted at that point.
Yeah. So.
But at that point, we still woke up pretty early to where it's it felt like we woke up, at least in my opinion, around like 6 a.m. area when daylight was just hitting the place.
More likely close to 8, 9,
Yeah.
because then towards the end of the day, we maybe got 3 hours into the rest, because everyone except Rav needs
A
it.
watch is 2 hours.
Anyway, does it really matter if we all had a long rest?
2 of us are down a spell slot.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter much, but it's still there.
Do you want to spend 8 hours for 2 spell slots?
Considering that it's the spell slot that lets me do the potential for the crystal reversal, maybe.
Sure.
And
If you say it's worth it, it's worth it.
and also just
Like-
Plus,
like
this gives us a chance to take care of Lily, get her settled.
yeah.
And I like the idea of her being up in that loft in the other building, because it doesn't
Okay.
look like that's anywhere that she can be got to.
Sure.
Yeah.
No,
Plus, all
I,
the food and everything is there.
and I actually go during like our downtime, if you will. I go up to the loft to take inventory and see what there is, and I actually Mayro, do you want to come along?
Sure. I'm mostly just wanting it to be about midday when we leave, because if we're heading through what is essentially, my guess, the tar pits, from what Lily said, looking at that situation, we want proper lighting going through there. No mist issue, depending on what time of day it is.
Yeah.
You fall into a tar pit, you're pretty much done in real life.
Yeah. So let's just say
It's not so much as sleeping, just waiting.
yeah. Let's take inventory and see what she has, and maybe give her a few tips about how to cook stuff, or at least heat stuff up.
Just knowing what she has up there means
Let's not incite a 11 to 12-year-old to make a fire in
no.
his
Just knowing what she has means what's edible without being cooking, which
Yeah.
is something Meru is really good at doing.
She has about a week's worth of the rations you guys brought. She
Figured as
also
much.
has several dry goods, some raw potatoes, as well as it looks like she has some, like, a few pounds of like beef jerky.
So nothing that needs to be refrigerated or needs to be cooked immediately.
It looks like anything that might have needed to be cooked or refrigerated has been used.
Okay.
Used as quickly as possible when able.
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to make. She's 11, so I wanted to make sure. that-
Okay, so even if it takes us a couple days or something to get done, she'll still be safe.
Exactly.
And I will be leaving Yogg behind, because, let's face it, nothing's getting to her with Yogg there. And I can handle my own without Yogg.
Fallen, can I use my infusions to make a bag of holding? Specifically for the crystals.
Yes.
Okay. I marked it on my active infusions.
Picks up random potato sack I just emptied for dinner.
Yep, pretty much. It's exactly what just happened.
Well, I'll hand over the crystal shards that I broke from what Sorona's touched that are wrapped up in like a blacksmith's gloves and hand that over.
Lenny, I thought I told you to come get me.
Okay, it was buried in ash, and Sorona's was searching through the ash and touched it.
Turd.
He didn't know it was there. It wasn't deliberate.
Okay, I won't give him crap this time.
It
Next
is
time
the-
I'll give him crap. Deal?
I think he's giving himself enough as it is. So let's leave
Next
him
time
be.
I'll give him crap. I'd really love to get one of these intact, though.
Hey,
They're most likely just as dangerous intact as they are not intact, actually. Just bigger ones would
Well-
most likely be more powerful if used in anything alchemical, though, which I almost want to ask you to do that, but
I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, let's wait.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait.
Let's be back in the City of Bells when people can be watching us back up.
Yeah, so I'm gonna. If we find any more, the potato sack is only for crystals. No touchy.
Okay, well,
No one. Not you, not you, not you, not you, not you, not you, not you. None of you.
Would take a piece of the coal from the fire when it's cooled down and literally write on it, "Bad juju."
no,
I
it's not
like
me.
it. I like it.
It says
Well done,
bad juju. No one's going to mess with it.
Kamari.
Hmm?
DM.
Dun dun dun.
Lenny, you said Brony touched it. What did he do? Lenny?
Push to talk, Rev.
Need push to talk.
Yes.
I missed something.
Yes.
What? When Roni touched the crystal, what happened?
I think we both realized at the same time what happened, and like we had like just a split second to like look at each other with that like oh crap moment, and then he dropped like a sack of potatoes.
Speaking of sack potatoes,
But
Like-
boom.
It was like an instant unconsciousness. Like I didn't even have time to catch him before he was on the ground.
Are the crystals still colored?
Yes.
What
Couldn't
color
wake
was the
him up
first set?
through purple.
The
They're all
first set-
purple.
They're all purple?
All purple.
Kamari, just real quick. Every time you talk, I keep hearing the crickets outside, and he's like, "Who is like surrounded by crickets?" And I realize it's you.
Me?
Yeah, you have crickets all over the place out there.
Oh, it's because I live in the middle of the woods.
Yeah.
I couldn't even hear that from the slight audio I had on. Why did you point that out, Tavo? Now I can't stop thinking
Yeah.
about it.
I can hear it now. I couldn't before.
I could.
Sorry. I
Is
live
that
in
your
the middle
fault?
of nowhere.
It's not your.
I-
It's not your fault.
I couldn't wake him up through normal means. So shaking, water, all that. And I used the same spell that Meru used on Tavo, and that brought him out of it.
Okay. Interesting.
I don't know if that'll work every time. I think it depends on the person who's been enchanted, whether they have the will, in addition to my spell, to resist whatever this enchantment is. Because I think it has to be some kind of enchantment, because it's not possession. Maybe a compulsion?
Regardless
gonna
of what it
Keep
is,
looking.
if we really have to and the spell don't work, could just do what we had to do with Tavo. I mean, so long as we're not in the middle of a life or death situation.
Yeah, that's what the bad juju bag's for. Remember, no touchy crystals.
I'm more worried about the mine. If they came from there, what's to say that it isn't growing out of every possible corner of it?
And Fallen, is Lily awake? Go ahead, Kamari. You're gonna say something.
I was gonna say, good thing I've got really big gloves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Speak about gloves. Is Lily awake?
She's still sleeping peacefully at the moment.
Okay. Well, when she wakes up, I want to ask her something.
Let's eat and whatnot, and we'll let her know
Yeah.
what the plan is.
Yeah, about
I
the time you guys actually start to make lunch before heading out, she'll wake up.
Yeah. I'm not sure if you noticed, Fallen, I actually set aside a bowl for her outside of Yogg's reach because I know what happens when food is left unattended.
Oh, I
Yeah.
think Yog would know.
Oh no, it's Yogg's flaw. Food is unattended. Yogg thinks it's for her.
Yeah. So it's like I put it up on like one of the high shelves of the place where Yogg cannot reach.
Isn't Yogg taller than you?
If standing on hind legs, Yogg is as tall as Zero. However, I can very easily climb where she cannot. Not without being spotted.
Ah. Okay.
But yeah, no, she'll wake up about the time you guys are getting ready to set out.
Well, welcome. Well,
And it seems like it's the first time she's slept in a long while.
Well, hello there, sleepyhead. You've been out for a while. I have a question. Hey, Kamari, can I see one of your gloves, please? Do you know of anywhere that has gloves like this, other than the blacksmith shop?
Leroy had some. He had
Uh,
some funny gloves with metal on them.
Where was the metal? Do you know? And
No.
I hold out my glove. I hold out my hand with my gloves on them. Like, can you point to where the medals were?
Well, they were all over it.
Huh. Do you know what type of metal it is? Is it like this? And I show them like my mail, or is it like this? And I show my shield, where it's just a solid piece of metal.
She'll point at the closest thing that looks like chainmail you have.
Alrighty. Yeah, that was probably to protect his hands when he was actually. What do I know what Leroy was?
it's safe to assume like Mary would actually say, it's safe to assume the big guy was Leroy, given the chat I had with her. Which makes sense he would have those given the size of those things that Rev is carrying around now.
Okay.
By the way, as you guys were actually moving him, you would have noticed the apron he wore was actually tough enough to be leather, to be like leather armor.
Like, could
Also-
we use it? Could we use it to for gloves? Like not like make them into gloves, but like take it and use it as.
Well, it technically would add +1 to whoever's AC is wearing it.
Meru would also just soak a rag in water and make sure it's slightly warm before handing it with Druidcraft before handing it to Lily. You might want to wash your hands and face. I have made food and it's been waiting for you to wake up.
Yeah. Here, I'll make it nice and hot for you. And I cast
On what?
Still
The
be on
food or the
bottom.
rag?
the food.
Well, the food would have. Anyway.
It would have
Well,
gotten cold by the time
Yeah,
she
I-
woke up. So.
Yeah, it would have gotten cold, so I figured that. I
Yeah.
just had to ask because
Well, I don't burn. Well, I also warm up the rag a little bit because this is probably her.
Everybody did that.
yeah, I have
Oh.
Druidcraft. It has the same
Oh.
things yours does.
Oh, I didn't know that. Sorry.
But yeah, Lily will just kind of chow down.
Yeah, Mayra's a good cook. Here, let's. And I also add a little bit of. I also add a little bit of flavoring to it.
Well, there's not really much more flavor you could add.
I mean, thaumaturge, prestidigitation. Is it prestidigitation?
Flavor to food.
Yeah.
It's just the flavor it adds from. I think I was talking to you about that Fallen once. It's very minor compared to what a proper cook can do.
I mean, yeah, but it
Yeah.
adds a little more something than just like watering potatoes.
No, Kamari picks spices. Thank you very much.
I feel slightly insulted with that 24 roll.
We didn't have much.
We're in a tavern. About the only thing left in here is a spice rack.
Anyway,
I failed. I'll take my scorn. Moving on. But I actually can I go to Leroy's shop?
Sure.
Oh no.
Padre, take someone with you, please.
Yeah,
I'll go.
Leroy,
Gracious.
anyone?
I'm going.
Yeah.
So,
Sure.
as the two of you,
Gulp.
Leroy's shop turns out to be the building next door.
So
That explains why I came through that door.
yeah, I'm gonna do an investigation check just to see if there's anything going on.
Well, as you walk up to the shop, a bloody meat cleaver sways from the overhang of the building, and a sign on the wall reads Leroy's Butcher Shop. And both of you make me a con save as you walk into what can only be described as a haven for flies.
Why can't they get these rolls in combat?
Results?
Because
That-
roll 20 for the story.
Yeah. 18 for me, 13 for
13 here.
13 for 0, yeah.
Well, your training, Tavo, has left you a little more resilient. As you kind of walk in, look around, Zero, you immediately step back outside and start retching violently.
Hmm. Hmm. Oh, there goes that soup.
Yeah, they are. The flies are. Yeah, there are. It's exactly what you think of when you think of a butcher shop that still has.
Yep.
You still find meat being prepped in the back, though. What the meat used to be, you kind of are hesitant to guess.
The smell
Though,
of flies is hard to get used to.
It definitely looks like a former resident, or at least what you can identify. There are rows of assorted knives and cleavers on the far wall in the back, and flies are over all of the meat that was still there.
Did that 22 come up with anything? I rolled an investigation check of 22.
As you look around, you do find something. One of the
Oh.
floorboards creaks.
Oh, by the way, that is a 20. That is a crit.
Yeah, one of the floorboards creaks.
Hey, Zero, are you done back there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You might want. Do you have like a handkerchief or something?
I don't think a handkerchief is gonna. Never mind.
Yeah, let's. I've seen many initiates throw up the first time they had it. The first time they stumbled across a rotted corpse.
Did you find anything in there?
Yeah, there is a creaking floorboard. You want to give me a hand with it?
Yeah. Let me just compose myself here. All right.
Make the con save again with advantage now that you've experienced it.
Where were you? Where were you?
Roll 20 loves the story, Zero. You know this.
Put that food.
As the two of you sort of pull up the floorboard, you find a rather large, like a 3 pounds, looks like a 5 pound sack with 3 pounds of something in it.
I've learned my lesson. I'm gonna bring it back to Kamari and let her touch it.
Yep. Nothing else was in there underneath it or anything.
Yeah, is there
Nope.
or anything else in the store?
Anything worthwhile.
Yeah, anything worthwhile
Uh,
left in the store?
Well, you do find the gloves that she described, and they are basically chainmail covered thick leather gloves.
Well, given that we were kind of the same size, I
Yeah,
guess I can take them.
try them on.
Zero, they fit you rather well, though. At least they look like they're going to fit you. You definitely, looking at them, want to clean them first.
This prestidigitation cleans, right?
It does.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here first.
Yeah. Let's do. I'll clean them for you, Zero. But
Appreciate it.
let's go back to Kamari.
By the way, both of you give me a perception check as you're heading out.
Double 22, and a 9 and a 7 for a 0.
I can speak.
Sorry.
Appreciate it, though. No, it's just getting to me. I need to get out of there.
Yeah. I remember the first time I saw. I remember the first time I saw a decomposing flesh. It was not pretty for my supervisor. Let's leave it at that.
Tavo, DM.
I know. I saw it. Zero. Hold on a second. I just saw it move.
Oh, sorry, what?
Yeah. You see that? You see that? Whatever it is on the counter. I just saw it move. So. Yeah.
Hey, why?
I don't.
It's no longer moving.
It's not moving. Good.
More
Kamari?
said stay dead. It stayed dead.
Yeah.
As the two come back and drop the
were-
large sack on the counter in front of you,
The word of radiance was no. Can I help myself? Sorry. Go ahead.
as they drop this large sack on the counter in front of you, what do you do?
Yeah, you.
Yep.
I put on my gigantic gloves. And take 10 minutes to cast Detect Magic.
It's not magic.
Oh, delightful. I keep the gloves on and open it.
Don't touch. Just open the bag.
Kamari, you open the bag and look inside, and this is what you see.
Oh, by the way, Zero, consider your gloves clean.
Thank you.
Oh. Well, that's helpful. Hey, Mayru.
Would just suddenly shoot up, having just fixed Yog's armor. Yes?
I think you're going to want to take a look at this.
Gonna tilt his head.
I heft it up, and I plonk it on the table directly in front of Mayru. I'm pretty sure you're gonna want this. I can hold on to it. Like, don't worry, it's like fine. But I'm
What
pretty
is it
sure
besides a bag? Remember, I'm only a couple feet tall.
salt used for preserving meat and seasoning it.
Do you realize how expensive that is?
No.
Maybe
Did
after a
Zero?
quick look over and kind of a taste of the salts, that bag is probably worth about 100 GP.
Did me and Zero do good?
Where did you two find this?
Next door. It was underneath a floorboard.
At the butcher shop.
I know. Why was there any floorboard?
I don't
Because it's
know.
like super expensive.
Why? What
The
is
bag.
it?
It's salt used for preserving meat, and the quality of it seems to be worth about 100 gold.
Cool. I put it in the bag of holding.
So. Me
The
and Zero
good bag
did
of
good.
holding, not the bad juju one.
So me and
Smell
Zero
that.
did good.
You're the one that spotted it.
Oh, by the way, does Zero's new gloves give him any new armor? Any additional armor?
They don't modify his armor, but they will basically prevent him from suffering any effects of
Crystal magic.
yeah. Plus, they do actually, unlike his normal gloves, they do provide more reliable protection in case his hands get hit with an edged weapon.
I think only my Panzer Fist is safe enough to touch because it is a large magical wood mitten, if I remember right.
More or less, your Panzer Fist, your Panzer Fist has a thicker glove on it.
Yeah, and I gotta say, there was something that they were chopping up in there. And I
I'd leave out the details, Padre.
yeah.
Most of us would like keep our lunch. Looking on his face, I'm pretty sure he lost his lunch and the meal I made for breakfast.
He's not. To be fair, that place has been rotting for weeks. He wasn't accustomed to the smell.
I'm just glad that we can't smell it over here.
Let me not just end up patting his knee.
And I do see the pat train going on. I'm like, what are you guys doing?
Actually, there was one other thing you did find, Tavo.
There was?
Yep. You found an actual map of the town.
Hey, look at what I got here.
And the map actually will show you guys how to get to the tar pits.
Hey, Lily, do you want to take a look at this with us?
She'll kind of hop up on a stool and look at the map. She goes, yeah, that was in Leroy's. He was always really good at maps.
He sounded like he was a great guy. I wish I could have gotten to know him.
He always gave us extra helpings whenever it was winter. He made sure everyone ate well.
Yeah, that. And what you need to do, Lily, is you need to hold on to those memories. But, you know how you say you're gonna lead us there? Do you think you should just stay here and now that we found this, we can go, or do you still want to come with us all the way to the tar pits?
I'd rather stay here with Yogg.
Yeah. Alrighty. Do you mind going back into the loft? With Yogg there, nothing. And I mean nothing will get in. Here, watch this. Meru, have a Yogg take me down again. Not so hard this time.
She chuckles. I believe you, Mr. Tavo.
And Gog doesn't know any softer command than that one.
Well, I mean, I know. Well, to be fair, I do know the bond that you two have, so that's why I was like, maybe it wouldn't be. She wouldn't need to take me down like a police dog, just like playfully. You know what I mean?
Yogg, tackle.
Yeah.
Yogg, Zero just gave you a command.
Oh no!
Oh yeah.
Well, he said tackle. You know what that means? Tavo. At least it didn't have advantage.
Technically it does, because friendlies are within 5 feet of Tavo.
Oh no!
Roll it. You gotta roll it. You gotta roll it.
It's already rolled.
No,
And
no.
it doesn't have to roll the
Okay. All right.
100. But
Ow.
yeah, you've just been headbutted in the groin for 9 damage, Tavo.
and I double over and I'm like, see what I mean?
Pretty sure you're on the floor,
Yeah.
unable to speak.
Oh,
Yogg
no.
basically Goldberg speared you in the groin.
Zero! Yogg!
See what I mean?
I just kind of looks at you and someone goes, "What? He said tackle."
Um, well, I mean,
Well, we learned something at least. Zero, Yogg now sees you as a secondary master.
good girl, Yogg.
And we would get down off the table and come over and pat Tavo on the shoulder. You didn't have to do that, Mr. Tavo. I believed you.
Would
Yeah.
actually give my standard healing potion to Tavo.
But
That's an apology.
I see what I mean? Ooh.
Come on, take this, Vid. Duty 4+2. Get back up on your feet.
I'm just down on the floor because the wind was knocked out of me too.
I'm pretty sure you're
The
speaking
wind
in
was knocked out
soprano.
of you.
I think
Yeah.
you're speaking in soprano at this point.
So the party is able to get her back up into the loft with Yogg. Yogg seems a little unhappy at being left behind, but she just sort of
Understand why we're
frumps it.
doing it?
She understands why and just sort of frumps about it.
I'm not sure if you saw your PM, though, of just...
I saw the conversation.
It's very fitting, in my opinion.
It is.
Yogg does not like what I said.
No, she's very unhappy about being left behind, but she understands to keep an eye on the poor girl. And so the party heads
Oh,
off
no.
west.
Oh no. I just realized something. There's food unattended up there.
Most of it's in boxes, though.
Yeah, that won't stop Yogg.
Oh no. Oh no. What have we done?
It's also not entirely unattended either, because it's a small space. That's the only saving grace.
Yeah, but like Lily's going to stop Yogg from eating a ration or two.
Yeah. Or four. We're gonna have to put Yogg on a diet by the time we get back.
Yogg is a full-grown wolf, though, so the calories Yogg needs is kind of up there.
So as the party makes their way west, they eventually start hearing the bubbling and churning of the tar pit before they finally come out into the small opening to the scene on the map.
How's the visibility?
Decent enough. There's still fog, but it's clear enough that the party can still see, at least in the immediate area.
Like, what is the visibility? Are we saying 20, 30 feet?
About 50 feet.
50 feet, okay.
Okay, so waiting was a good idea. I would hate to travel through this when we only had 10 feet of visibility, you know?
Yeah, can we, actually, just so we know, can we have, like, a 50-foot bubble around us? If possible?
That'll get clustery, especially
Okay.
if you guys need to have an aura.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. It was just a question.
Out of curiosity, can we just make a quick perception check and see?
See what we can see within 50 feet.
Yeah.
I was just looking at the map. I don't see anything within actual 50 feet.
Well, I mean, you don't see anything because you haven't made your check yet.
I am referring to the actual landscape, not any enemies we might encounter or anything.
1 second, I have a pup trying to break into the room.
Heck, I think that wagon is like 60, 70 feet out from the measurement I seen on the screen.
Data 70.
Yep.
Yeah, ouch, by the way. That hurt.
Okay, that one is entirely on Zero.
Actually, it's entirely on him because he suggested that it be
I
done.
did.
He
Nope.
did suggest it.
I did. I will take full responsibility for that, but... Ow.
Oh, Yog isn't here, so ignore that. I need to close Yog's sheet so I don't get confused. I was not thinking. Force a habit. I'm so used to having Yog.
But anyway, getting back to like the caloric intake. Yeah, a wolf's caloric intake must be high. It's going to be high, but the caloric expenditure is going to be kind of low. Yog's just going to be sitting in there for, I don't know how long, maybe a week.
While in there, and no, Yog actually has very specific orders. If it takes us a week, Yog's not even in the city anymore, neither is Lily.
Okay.
Like, Yog knows if I'm alive at all times. If I die, Yog knows immediately.
She's booking it.
Because the magical bond breaks if I die.
Well, good news. There's nothing to see.
Good news, there's nothing to see. Bad news, Yog
There's
is
nothing.
currently finding the rations, because I forgot Yog isn't here when I rolled that.
Bad news. There's nothing to see.
Bad news, Zero's blind.
So, the party is free to move.
I'm blind, huh?
You rolled a nat 1.
He did roll an
Yeah. Everything looks fine, Zero, but you're
No. It's the classic idea of, ooh, butterfly when you nat 1.
You pulled a Tavo.
Just staring at Kamari's butt. That's what that is.
It's the tail piercing. I get it. It's very sparkly, very shiny. I understand.
Oh, do you want to replace it with the sparkly lure? I still have one.
Actually.
Oh my god, I can do that?
Soronis at this point goes up to the tar.
I find that very alluring.
wanna
Oh no! Zero, no!
Yep.
Cyrannus.
You broke the DM.
Too
He
close.
finally said stupid.
Sorry, brother.
I'm tempted to give you a D4 pun damage for that, Zero. Cyrannus, you're going up to the tar to what?
I wanted to just see if it looks normal or if it looks like, bring undead things back to life and make our day miserable.
It definitely looks familiar.
I've been in it. Get away. You don't want that in your fur.
So, that's one thing off our checklist then.
I mean, do you want to just start by lighting this on fire again, cleanse it with holy something or other?
Given how much is here, do you want to do that?
That will start a fire that will burn for.
Or reminder of what happened to Tavo when he hit it with Radiant. And look at how big that pool is.
Yeah.
To be fair, I was kind of suggesting Tavo do it again.
Well, looking at how big that pool is,
Oh, if I do it
what's
again,
to say that entire pool wouldn't explode and wipe all of us out, including half the city?
If I do it again, I'd be hugging you. If anything that happens to me would happen to you too, cat boy.
Oh, God. All the tar on the map is connected. Yeah. Depending on how deep this is, if it actually decided to explode again in force, I'm almost scared to see what kind of magnitude that would have.
Alright, let's just get to the other side then.
Well, hold on. I come up to... When I'm up here, I actually see the, this, and I... Can I do an investigation check on it?
No need. It is a broken cart.
What's this around it, though? That's what I'm asking.
Rocks.
Alright, just rocks. It doesn't...
Cronus, put yourself back where you were. You know better than to completely bypass the entire map.
And I'm actually going to do a perception check while I'm here. See if there's anything...
I just don't trust Tavo up there alone. It's the only reason I moved
see
off.
absolutely nothing. Hey, guys, it's clear!
Oh, you moron.
I don't really shout it, but you know what I mean. I'm just like... I just say like...
Hey, you guys!
Yeah, pretty much. I'm like... Yeah, alright, Mero, let's go. It looks clear.
Furry butt.
Listen.
So, party's free to move their movement.
Oh, see, I'm an idiot. I'm just gonna go la di da di da di da di da.
Well, Tavo, you already moved.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I still technically have 10 movement, because I moved 25, and at this point I have monk movement. So I can actually move there.
Should we just roll for initiative so we know what's going on?
Not yet.
Okay. I'm not saying for combat, just to like, so no everyone has their
Cronus,
Yep.
go ahead and move your movement.
I'm just following Kamari.
No, you're just following the tail.
All right. Everyone is free to move their movement again.
I almost don't trust it up here, but I have to ask, is that bridge actually broken? Like to our right? That hole in it? Yeah,
It's there, but it is still sturdy.
Okay. I like how you move there, Stronus, because the maximum range I can move is right there.
Well, my maximum range is 50, so...
I have a 35 because I'm monk now. But I'm not going that far. Actually, how far was that? Because that was 35. That's 25 right there. I am actually back to range at this point, just informing people.
Back to range.
To make sure that he would be able to shoot from distance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I actually have the longbow out, even though the Panda Fist is still stuck on my left arm.
Do we
Mostly
all
because I
wanna-
can hold the bow with it, I just can't pull the string back with it.
Do we all want to go on the same way?
If anything is like happened, if anything is waiting for us that happened like last night or 2 nights ago, how long has it been since the fight?
It has been last night. It is currently about midday if I ran my hours
Okay.
correctly.
All right.
Yeah, so about About 16 hours ago.
Yeah. So if you want.
Saronis, perception check.
Oh, you.
I do wish we
furry-
weren't so clustered, though.
Yeah, I know. You furry fluffball, I love you.
I don't trust Fallen, and a single fireball would be really bad. Anything with AoE.
Saronis, from out of the tangle ahead of you, you see movement. And a second later, you see this.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Forgot about these bastards.
Guys?
My helmet!
Yeah, your helmet. I forgot about that. You were trying to wear their skull as your helmet.
Guys?
What?
Fall back.
There are, rather large dead lizards coming.
Okay.
Saronis, just as you say that, they both lock eyes with you, and you hear that, like, chicken caw noises that they made in
Oh, look, advantage
Jurassic World.
is the same as my normal. 23 or 23. Take it or leave it.
Actually, seeing how long do you think this combat will be? Do you want to just call it here before we start?
Um,
30 minutes.
It is a 30-minute warning, so we won't get more than like 1 or 2 rounds falling.
Let's see, because you guys are, because there's a good chance you guys can do a lot to these things.
Okay. It was a suggestion.
Okay, how high am I on the turn order?
You would be third.
Yeah.
You're a third on turn order.
Okay,
I am
because
last.
I am out doing the initial boot on my work computer, so I'll be back in a
All right, Saronis, you're up.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
No fire, no
boy.
fire, no fire, no fire, no fire.
I'm gonna move to there, and I'm literally just going to hold a slash with the cleaver as my action.
He is charging
Okay.
his blade. You played way too much Monster Hunter, man. I know what you're doing.
Meru.
You're charging that blade. Mostly because I don't like the fact that we found those there. What's behind us? I might be ranged, but I'm going to move myself here. Mostly so I'm also not shooting friendlies in the back and can actually see my target.
That sounded like a very pointed statement, Meru.
It's a dig.
Kinda was.
Cough, cough. Not,
Damn.
wait,
Who
wait,
could
not
not
tonight.
one?
Was here. So that's 30. I could actually move up here. Nope.
I'll give you guys your max range. They're just indistinct.
What do you mean?
The fog's not super thick. It's just after
Okay.
about 50 feet, detail disappears.
Well, I don't need detail to smack it after he called it out. I don't think.
Apparently you do.
Well, I haven't used the bow in 2 combat sessions. Let's leave it at that. But bonus action, spells, just in case something crawls up next to me somewhere.
And up with the deck of sunders.
Ravelin.
Up with the fumble chart on my end.
I really hope the enemies use yours and we use mine a whole lot within the next 20 minutes.
Yep. I like having a fumble chart open, 'cause I like to see what punishment I get. I'm a glutton for it.
I mean, you play with Fallen, that's a given.
Shh. He doesn't need to know that.
I already know Miru's a masochist.
We we all are. Right here.
A little too close for comfort. They're falling. That hit pretty deep on the character.
I'm gonna start with that undead raptor.
Oh. That audio for Tar Pit's fallen. Also, did you make sure it was on loop?
Yeah.
I did.
Okay.
Which one were you marking again? One second, I've got an itchy foot.
Given what's going
Okay.
on, I'll put this in text.
One second. Somebody just knocked something over. Kamari, you're up.
I love how everyone in the party has really high initiative rolls, and then there's Tavo.
And then there's Tavo. Story of our life.
Hey guys, I'm here.
So on the top one, I cast Ray of Frost with my arcane firearm for a total of 16.
That's really good.
And bonus action, I'm going to activate the protector turret on Zero's shoulder, please.
And yet again, Saronis is out of range.
It might be two.
I'm also out of range, but I done that on purpose.
For 5 whole temp HP.
Hey,
Tavo needs it after his headbutt to the groin.
to be fair, I'm only missing 2. Thank you, by the way, for the health potion.
It was my companion that done it. I felt obligated.
Yuck. Now I know what enemies feel. Like
Zero.
attacks.
At least he didn't say takedown, so there was no bite involved.
Let's see. Move that brick to there.
I want to be on that
Dude.
bridge.
I'll kind of want to try that, but I don't want to waste it. No, I'll save it. I'll just wait there with attack ready, 10-foot reach.
All right.
And the top raptor's speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Kamari, from off to your right,
Oh no!
Where did these come from?
They're coming out of the tar.
Uh-oh.
they came from the bushes that way.
Oh, they're just running across the tar.
How can they do that?
Folks,
How,
we have company.
Uh,
how can they
Bravo.
do that?
Help her! It's like, well, I got new priority targets. Oh no! I do have more priority targets!
Time to take out Lucille.
We're going to need Celeste and Lucille at this point. That's a lot. Well, I might be putting the longbow back away now. It was nice while I had you, Fey Longbow.
I mean, what is it? What's their movement speed? Do we know?
The one that I hit had its movement speed reduced. I'm sure they have a ridiculous movement, but it's at least reduced by 10.
Yeah.
So, Saronis and Zero, both of you get your attacks.
Okay.
You get one attack each.
which one were you attacking?
I'm going for this guy with the low health.
Alright, I'll
That
swing at the
was-
other one.
That was either a charge or base movement then, Kamari, at you.
I'm gonna
Miss.
use a.
Considering
That
that
was
one
literally-
moved 30.
I was literally in the middle of saying I was gonna use a inspiration die.
Go ahead. I'm just letting you know a 10 is definitely a miss.
Yeah.
Superiority.
That's a hit, Saronis!
Does a 19 hit? No. God help us all.
Wrong roll. And Fallen's not that mean.
You saw? Did you see the meme I posted?
An 18
Yeah.
hit for 15 damage fallen? Yes?
I think Chris having problems clicking on it.
An 18 does hit for 15. Zero, you meet.
With the superiority die?
Yep.
Well,
Good to know.
gotta get a 16 then.
Good to know.
Saronis.
Saronis? Oh.
That would be a negative.
Oh no. They have an upgraded ability than Yogg.
If
It's
the
the same
raptor,
DC though.
if the raptor moves at least 30 feet towards the target and hits, the target must make a save. On a failed save, the target is knocked prone. Oof.
And makes a free abide attack.
Kamari.
Miss.
I'm sorry, Kamari.
Tavo.
It's okay.
You get away from
Be
her.
Alright. I'll be
pu-
okay. I promise.
I think that's the only thing Tavo can hit anyways.
I mean, I could go. I could use some spells, but there's something near Kamari.
Or something closer. And more annoying.
Does a 20 hit?
20 does hit.
Or 6.
Huh?
Actually, no. I'm gonna activate my channel divinity as well.
You're activating your channel divinity. Are
No,
you sure?
No. I was like, wait a second. No, it's noon, not nighttime. I'm not activating my channel divinity.
All right. Are you using your feet?
Huh? What do you mean? Oh, yes.
Where would you like to move it?
Right here.
May I recommend pushing it away from Kamari? Diagonally.
Yeah, okay, I'll
And
move it.
ideally not in a flanking position.
Well, the reason is, what I'm thinking of is I push it back into the tar, it's probably going to get a heal. I move it away.
Even if it gets a
That's
heal,
okay.
moving. Yeah, just the reason I suggest that, and you can move it if you want.
Actually, does Kamari
moving
get
it here, she could get away without
Does
getting an attack of
Kamari?
opportunity.
Hold on, if I move it over here, does Kamari get an attack of opportunity? Because it leaves her threat range.
No.
Oh.
You're forcing it to move. It is not willingly moving, therefore no attack of opportunity.
I thought I'd try to game the system, you know? I'll push it down here.
It at least allows Kamari to retreat.
Zeronis.
10 minutes.
Alright, that's the one in front of me. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use the superiority die.
All right. That is a hit.
How many superiority die do you have?
4.
Yeah, burning at least.
And bonus action, disengage.
All right.
And that other rapt is not falling into the tar or anything, right?
No.
Okay.
Meru.
Yep. Switching weapons.
Panzerfaust.
Bonus action. The sword comes out. Read through what I have. I will prepare updraft as a reaction.
You are charging your sword.
Well, I got the sword out, but if they charge me, I'm going to send them flying. These undead birds will learn to fly.
You're gonna use the force.
And that's essentially my turn.
Revelin.
Okay. Toll of the bells on that one, or Toll of the Dead, rather.
Excuse me.
Fail the wisdom save.
Crap.
Fine.
Oh, I don't have the best wisdom, that's for sure.
Earn my cunning action and make
Clever
it
girl.
take that.
I appreciate that joke, Zero.
Yep. You're welcome.
All right. Are you moving or anything else?
Yes. Now that that's dead. Here. Thinking that I could back Meru up.
Remember, you can cunning action dash, so you can move double your movement if you want.
True. Seronis will be fine. Mari and Tavo will be fine. Meru and I will be fine. That's all that I can do.
Kamari.
Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna start with my bonus action.
Go, Magic Healer.
Roni and Zero, you both get 7 temp HP.
Wow, how about that? Soros is actually in one for once.
I'm gonna
Why
step
do I feel
over,
like it's not willing?
over and behind Tavo at the one that's hurt. It cannot heal until the end of my the start of my next turn.
Ow! That damage roll!
God bless you, Kamari Kabal.
That's a nasty hit! Best part is it has disadvantage if it tries to attack you now.
More bless you, Kamari.
Thanks, I think. And that's my turn.
Zero.
I am just going to move back. Seeing as how they're able to run across the tar. I'm going to wait here in anticipation if any come. Ready to strike.
The best part is you can actually hit any that run at Kamari if they enter 10 foot of you.
We're keeping Kamari in a We're keeping Kamari in a bubble.
Actually, I'm
She
going to move
doesn't
down.
like horror stories, and
I'm
she's
gonna
stuck in one.
Be down right there.
You best like living it. You best like ghost stories. You're living one.
Fallen, as soon as that raptor got that close to me, I'm going to use my class ability.
Can't go fast?
No, I'm just going to run into the family kill circle.
Can't run away fast. Got it.
It's going to continue chasing you.
Oh. Hi there.
You kind of missed when I measured earlier, Saronis.
It has a...
Either their charge or their base movement can reach 70, because that's essentially where I guess the ones came at Kamari from. So yeah.
However, you did break its stride, so it doesn't get the full effect of the pounce.
That's a bonus.
So disadvantage?
Only against Kamari. And that's for the one that's fighting you.
Well, no. The one that broke its stride, so it doesn't... The one with...
It doesn't have disadvantage, it just doesn't get to do
It can't tackle him.
Alright,
Okay.
you had Saronis and Meru both had an action saved.
I had an action save, but because of how you moved them, I don't know if it would have triggered.
Hello, and Meru. I did not.
Yep. I did.
Because you moved them one at a time, I need to know if they actually moved one at a time or together.
They moved together, but they split around you. Just like real raptors, they actually moved to come at you from two different angles.
Yeah, but but now the question is, where was the split?
Yeah, because I saw both their tokens at least cross the same point before splitting on my end. And I have a 30-foot range where they have to split from.
Ooh.
Roll it! Roll it!
Well, Celeste is blessed, but I just need to know if I'm hitting two or one of them when they split.
Probably one.
All right, roll that 100.
Be gone, foul beast.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. One?
Oof. 51.
Well, I guess they are landing on tar.
You deal
One
a
is
devastating
pro.
blow. So you deal a devastating blow. Your attack deals extra damage equal to your level until the end of your next turn.
At least I'm not flanked.
It's insane.
So you have a +6 to damage now.
Yeah, but he
Or
doesn't have
until
any
the
more
end.
attacks.
Yeah. For as
Well,
many
it's my turn now.
Plus
until the end of
7.
your next turn.
End of his next turn, so he gets all of his next attacks with a +6.
7.
7. Yeah.
In any case,
plus 7 damage. I should say.
Saronis.
That's a negative, Ghost Rider.
All right. Neither of those hit. Tavo.
Yeah. No. No. No.
Saronis. Zero.
0.
No.
It's scared
And
of you.
Kamari.
Nope.
Meru. And Ravelin.
Only one is hitting me right now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just the one is hitting you.
Ah.
Oh, I think
Oh, I am so glad I have the armor. That 21 is a meat.
you're welcome again. But you should be
You didn't
more
buy
glad.
mine. I bought
I-
mine.
I was referring to the gambusing because it's mastercrafted, so.
Yeah, but you gave that to 0, I think.
No,
I bought my
he-
own
no,
Mastercraft the Gambeson.
I gave a mastercraft to everyone in that town
Yeah.
because I didn't know who all had mastercrafted or not, so I just bought one for everyone. That means we have a free mastercraft gambeson sitting around.
Maybe
I'm
we
gonna
left
need
that one
those.
with Lily.
I'm gonna need those.
Tavo.
Batter up. Actually,
Batter up. At least it wasn't flanking.
yeah. Know what?
I don't want to waste my +6 on this one that's almost dead.
Ah, I should have.
Well, it's for
Missed.
every one of your attacks, dude.
Yeah.
So if you move up to help Saronis, you still get it.
Saronis.
This is nothing. I just gotta know. I just gotta know.
He tried to hit me. I'm
I
not
can't
happy.
believe it. I should have
You
known.
can't.
I
Yeah, you
know
should
I
have used your
could've.
hammer.
I
Too
know I
late.
should have.
Let's up.
That's a hit. Who's playing Jungle Rhythms?
It might have been me. Sorry, I'm anxious and I might be tapping my chair without realizing it.
No, somebody had like jungle music playing in the background.
Actually, after Saronis' turn, do you want to call it for the night?
We'll go one more round.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Oh,
Okay.
it's coming from Saronis.
Meru.
From me.
The music.
Yeah, you've got some kind of weird jungle beat coming. It's like doodle doom 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 doodle doom 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 doom.
What he said. Meru.
Sorry, I was just really confused there for a second. Well, you're in my face. I'm not happy.
Oh.
That is a hit. That is a miss. That is a hit.
You're a monk, aren't you?
Yes. It's taking you how many levels to ask that?
Hi, I'm an idiot. Me, the player, is an idiot.
If you really am one, no, I'm 2 monk, 2 druid, 3 ranger.
I don't know why it never clicked with me that, like the best way I describe monk is, monks, they speed bag.
So I will deal with the one that's right in front of me, actually.
That is a meat.
Sure, I still have a d6 inspiration die from the last time I did a recap, so I'm going to use that.
That would hit without even rolling it.
So just burn it and say that you,
Okay.
You
I'll do my usual burning of my cunning action.
Yeah.
Oh.
For nothing. At least that doesn't hurt me. It just means the hands come up, flail, and then do nothing. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
oh no.
Kamari.
Oh yeah.
You shouldn't be saying, oh yeah, Zero.
Did you see what he just rolled?
He rolled initiative for something else.
And it got critical. So
I know, I was
top of
just-
the order.
I was just
Then
doing
I
full
go first
admin
roll.
because
Okay, remember how I don't like ghost stories? I don't like dinosaurs either.
Kamari is stuck in a ghost story, and Mayru is determined to get her out of it.
I mean, so is.
Mari, put your big girl panties on and let's do this.
Directly at the face of the one in front of me.
What did I say about fire? We're near tar.
Well, Firebolt doesn't actually set things on fire.
10 temp HP for everybody. I shoot the one directly in the face, and that's my turn.
It would set the tar pit on fire if she lobbed it at the tar pit, but that would be bad for everybody.
I'm pretty sure these bridges
0.
are made of wood.
Yeah, there.
I mean, this is
and
a nuclear explosion.
swinging at the one in front of me.
Chill Touch will actually help you so much more, Kamari, in all honesty.
Yeah,
Wait,
but when you sneak up on a Kamari, her first instinct is to shoot it with fire.
Okay.
With a 16 damage. Yeah, I thought so.
It's just having disadvantage to hit is so good.
And I'll step right here. And swing at that one.
There
With
is.
an 18 damage.
18 damage?
It's
Jeez, man.
funny that I swung the damage equal to the attack roll.
Thanks, big man.
5.
You...
Oh.
I only have 2 attacks.
I know, it's just like, you could just step over, smack your hand, and be like, alright, which one to use next?
Yeah, might as well move there. That way, the next round she can get all three of them with the temp HP.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea.
Again. That's why I moved down the 5 foot from my initial spot to get everybody in range.
Also, nice double kill.
Thank you, thank you. Think they might need some help over there, though.
We got this, don't worry.
Meru, the one that just charged back at you with advantage.
That's a no.
All right, the one behind you.
Nope. Oh, wow. You actually hit me. You actually done it. It takes a 19, but you done it.
All right, and the next two at Rav. They will both have advantage.
Ouch.
23.
Really? Ow.
At least they didn't move more than 30 feet, so.
And now I have to make that.
They didn't move more than 30 feet, so no.
Okay.
However, that's also a crit for their 14.
Well, I know what I'm doing. Actually, no, Raph, do you want me to heal you?
That would be a yes, looking at that health bar.
I mean, she goes first.
I went from 54 to 19 in one round.
So, that's a yes.
Oh.
That's, looking at that, that's a 10 plus 11 for 21, plus another 14,
Are
so
you,
yeah.
Actually, hold on. Do I have anything in here? Let me check my inventory.
You should have some inspiration die.
I'm gonna burn one. No, I'm gonna burn both. Two. I'm gonna burn both D6s.
I think you would need both these
Rav's over
sixes to
here
hit.
swearing in
Yeah.
Crucian at these things.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Do you have any other inspiration die?
That is everything.
You miss. Would you like to bonus action healing word?
I absolutely would at level 2.
I feel like they hit harder than I remember.
Are you?
I'll take 9. And it's now 11:58. I work in 2 minutes.
And that's
I'm
it.
gone.
But you know what?
We're about to wrap up.
But for my roll, for my turn, there's this.
Honk.
Ravelin, as we end for the night, you see a shape suddenly start bubbling up out of the tar. And as this bulge rises higher and higher, it finally splits, revealing the skeletal form of a 20-foot tall zombified T-Rex.
Oh,
as it leans-
lovely.
And as it leans its head back and roars, that sound that you've been hearing echoes across the tar pit.
Mommy.
What? Where's this thing coming from? Oh!
Oh no.
Hey there, neighbor!
Hi, neighbor.
Run
You chose the
away!
wrong place to appear.
Run away!
I've been dreaming about that thing for a while now. That's
Alright.
not good. Anyway, it is now midnight. I have to go.
Good night, Raph.
Good night, Raph.
I'll be
Goodbye.
right back. I'll be right back, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure. It has been an absolute pleasure. I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. You guys are amazing. Just a reminder that tonight was once again brought to you by Gemhammer and Sons Gaming. More better game stuff. You can go to gemhammer.com/shop and use the code SCARSUP for 10% off everything in their store. Furthermore, the music was a mixture. Actually, it was both tabletop audio and Roll20. Voices Discord and game is Roll20. Folks, remember these 3 important things. 1, you are loved. 2, stay out of melee range. And 3, God loves gamers. Love you guys. I'll see you guys.